championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
All right, what is up, motherfuckers and party people?
Yes, the time has come.
How the hell is everybody doing today?
Dog food.
It's New Jersey's Day.
More dog people are deciding it's time.
It's New City Connect's Jersey's
Feed their dogs
Day.
Fresh food from the farmer's dog.
We got New Jerseys.
And delivered right to your door.
We got New Jerseys today.
For your dog's needs. It's an idea whose time has come.
Okay, guys, ceremony starts in 5.
One sec, just got a hymns real quick. Hymns? Yeah, hymns. Him too.
Hymns for ED. Always works for me.
Hymns are right now. So simple, so convenient. Weight loss by hymns, boys.
Today, the Boston Red Sox play the Atlanta Braves for the first game of a 3-game series in Boston at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts.
One of the most impressive things about Blue Cruise is stop-and-go traffic. Slowed way down, keeping that same distance. Really, actually, pretty nice. Not that I wish for a traffic jam, but if I had to be in one, I'd be in one with Blue Cruise.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
But yeah, we have new City Connect jerseys, and this is a very big game tonight. First of all, because we have the new jerseys. That's a big thing that's been pretty hyped up for a bit now. Was this game? This is the night that we were unveiling the new jerseys, and now here we are. We have, you can see the jerseys in the thumbnail of the stream. This is kind of like the logo that we have going on with it, as you can see in the background. But also, we have a very big pitching matchup. Garrett Crochet and last year's NL Cy Young Award winner, Chris Sale, who also used to play for the Red Sox. So there's going to be a pitcher's duel tonight, very likely. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I'd imagine.
Here's the reality. The Red Sox just went 2-4 on the trip. They come home to Fenway, a game below 500. It's a very talented team that has yet to live up to its talent level.
Well, speaking of that talent, I mean, if you had told me that these 3 additions that you had in the offseason...
But yes, so this is also the first time ever that an MLB team has faced the defending Cy Young, both of the defending Cy Young champions in back-to-back games. So on Wednesday night, we played the Tigers and we faced Tarek Skubal. And tonight, we face the NL Cy Young Award winner, Chris Sale, from last year. It's never happened.
And of course, runners in scoring position, the occasional 1 for 11 night. It's like they're spinning the wheel.
Yeah, Garrett Crochet facing Chris Sale will be really awesome. Chris Sale making his return to Fenway Park. He did play here last year when the Braves visited the Red Sox, but last year was Chris Sale's first year with the Braves. We miss him. We miss Chris Sale. But yeah.
This stuff doesn't just
So
existing weeds down to the root. It keeps working for up to
also, the Atlanta Braves really sucked to start the year. They lost their first 7 games, but they have won 8 of their last 10 games. And they're now right back at 500. The Red Sox are 1 game below 500. So yeah. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, like I stated, is Chris Sale. He was the defending Cy Young Award winner. He has a 3.97 ERA in 9 games played this year. Has 64 strikeouts and 47 2/3 innings pitched. For the Boston Red Sox, Garrett Crochet is the starting pitcher. He has a 1.93 ERA this year so far in 9 games played. Has 65 strikeouts and 56 innings pitched. He honestly could be looking at a Cy Young this year. For the Atlanta Braves, starting lineup. Leading off in left field is Eli White. Austin Riley bats second at third base. Marcelo Zuna, wife beater, piece of shit, Marcelo Zuna, bats third at DH. Matt Olson bats fourth at first base. Sean Murphy bats fifth at catcher. Ozzie Albies bats sixth at second base. Michael Harris Jr. bats seventh in center field. Stuart Fairchild bats eighth in right field. And Nick Allen bats ninth at shortstop. For the Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off in left field. Rafael Devers bats second at DH. Alex Bregman bats third at third base. Rob Refsnyder bats fourth in right field. Christian Campbell bats sixth at second base. Trevor Story... Oh, no, sorry. Christian Campbell bats fifth at second base. Trevor Story bats sixth at shortstop. Nick Sogard bats seventh at first base. Carlos Narvaez bats eighth at catcher. And Ceddanne Rafaela bats ninth in center field. So, yeah. Gonna be fun tonight. Gonna have a good night. It's gonna be a good day. And all my bitches gonna suck my dick. Yeah.
Media, and you saw Christian Campbell taking ground balls at first base. But more on that, a man who witnessed it. Here's Jemai Webster.
Thank you very much, Dave. The classic Who's on First skit, maybe notably Abbott and Costello, but it truly has been a trending topic in Boston. One
Who's
of the
on
biggest
first?
stories since Tristan Casas went down with that season-ending injury. Now enter Christian Campbell into the conversation. As mentioned, took grounders there today, began to learn the position with infield instructor Jose David Flores. Here's Campbell now on how he feels there.
I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, they do a really good job of introducing new things to me all the time, and it's just another position. I think this is my last position. I needed to learn out of all of them, so
Chester,
knock it off my bucket list for sure. Yeah, I forgot about catch, but I never caught before, so yeah.
These are just the baby steps. Score set on Friday Night Fenway with T.C. Campbell met first base today. Got a big-time pitching matchup tonight. Our old friend Chris Sale returns to pitch at Fenway. He's opposite Garrett Crochet. First pitch, still ahead in a moment.
I'm loving the live betting on DraftKings.
This is Summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom machine came the original SUV. The Jeep brand has always stood for American freedom. Now we're standing with you with Employee Pricing Plus. Visit your Jeep brand dealer today and join the family. Jeep, America's most patriotic brand.
For right now, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4 for $259 a month. See your upstate New York Jeep brand dealer today.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Right now, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for $369 a month. See your upstate New York Ram dealer today.
Hey, what do you do here?
Get a gig that's built to last.
Cups that hold up as long as the party. Hefty will do the dishes.
Engine Bar. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service celebrating 70 years in business by Nissan. Fuel your epic summer with a test drive at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. And by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. That was Chris Sale and the 2018 World Champions. Chris Sale in town today. Never forget that, putting Manny Machado down on a knee to win the World Series. Nick Sogard downstairs right now with our man Jemai Webster.
Thank you very much, OB. Well, first time that you guys are rocking these New City Connects. What are your first impressions, Nick?
Yeah, I love them. I think they're a good representation of the wall and
There's Nick
Boston.
Sogard.
Tough matchup here tonight up against the reigning NL Cy Young winner in Chris Sale. What's the approach to try and get to him early?
Yeah, just battle. I think we battled pretty good against the AL Cy Young 2 days ago, so try and make it as tough as we can on them and get a W.
Appreciate the time, Nick. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
OB, back upstairs to you.
Yeah, as Nick says, never been done. They faced Tarek Skubal on Wednesday. He won the American League Cy Young. Red Sox now taking on the National League Cy Young Award winner in Chris Sale. Back-to-back games, nothing but sides.
I was kind of wanted that Skubal Crochet matchup. Then I found out Sale was going day one here and thinking, perfect, Crochet Sale. No, these are one of those games you circle, right? With these two guys on the mound, there's going to be a lot of angry fastballs here tonight.
And I think a lot of fans will have, obviously, a split attentions tonight, taking on the baseball game here at Fenway in person, or if you're watching on TV, I know you're going to be very active with the remote control because the Celtics and Knicks get underway about 8 o'clock, but you get in the ball game for several innings. The way these two work, it could be many innings by the time the Celtics tip off in New York a bit later. But coming off a disappointing road trip and taking on an Atlanta Braves team that started out bad, they were 0-7 out of the gate. Now they've caught fire. Just at this time, the Red Sox are facing them at the top of this very, very important homestand. It's the longest of the year, Lou. You get two really good opponents right off the bat, a really scuffling Oriole team after that. But regardless of who the Red Sox are playing, they've got to close these games out.
Well, that's one thing Cora's been talking about here, especially here today, talking about needing to finish games, needing to find some W's. He talked before the game saying how this is a very important homestand, 10-day homestand. Now, it's these guys, then the Mets, then the Orioles, but it's time to kind of put some W's here in the column and try to get this thing rolling.
Red Sox starting pitcher tonight brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Garrett Crochet 4-2 and a 1.93 ERA. The Sox are 6-3 in his 9 starts. Here's the Braves lineup. He will take on White at the top. Riley has 8 home runs. Ozuna with 6. Olsen with 7. Murphy, Ozzy Albies at second. Harris in center. Stuart Fairchild at right. And Nick Allen is the shortstop.
Let's take a look at the Red Sox defense presented by Bigelow Tea. Alex Bregman's at third base with Story and Campbell up the middle. Nick Sogard gets the nod at first base. In the outfield left to right, it's Duran, Rafaela, and Refsnyder with Carlos Narvaez doing the catching.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank. Quinn Walcott will take care of the plate. Paul Clemens, Tom Hanahan, and Adrian Johnson on the bases. Where available, the telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Weather's delightful tonight on this Friday, 76, mostly clear skies.
76 degrees, let's go!
Miles per hour, just a beauty. So a great setting.
There's Duran going up to the camera. There you go.
Two starters. Jaron Duran with a uniform top that looks just like the Monster, leading inside the Monster as he does before every game. And the Red Sox hoping and believing this is going to be a big homestand. Man, do they need it. They've got the right man on the hill.
Yeah, they sure do. Oh, last time we saw him here, cold night, wet night.
Let's go.
Fastball, didn't have it. Last time against Kansas City, boy, did he ever. 96.7 on average.
And
his first one.
Off we go.
Ball one as we get started tonight.
That'll be ball one to Eli White.
Hitter with a couple of home runs.
I'm liking the unis, Obi. I like that green.
I think everybody looks great in these. 96.
Honestly, they've grown on me just in like 4 hours.
Again, that Minnesota star, he averaged.
I really kind of didn't like them when I first saw them, but now they're.
I don't know if it was cold or
I really
warm,
kind of like them.
Just didn't have it. Made you feel a lot better what you saw on KC last time.
That's strike two.
You got to believe these guys going up against each other too, right? Sure. Reigning Cy Young. Crochet kind of fired up here in the new unit.
Thing. 1-2 pitch.
And that's strike three. Beauty.
Heater at 96, buzzing it by White. One away.
Well, you love seeing that, right? 4 heaters out of the gate, swinging misses on it. It just challenge you. What are you going to do with it? And it's by him early. Take a look at Crochet's pitching arsenal, too, presented by Audi. See that fastball, 43%. The cutter. The whiff percentage.
Here's Austin Riley hitting 286 on the air.
But the sweeper and change getting a ton of swing and miss.
Strike one.
You see that cutter, 23%. You know, last year it was 34. So still very effective. They're not touching it, just not the swing and miss that we're accustomed to seeing.
Riley takes
That's strike 2.
That's 97.
Of course, when you got that, you're good.
Yeah, you're okay. 0-2. You're right about circling a game like this in the calendar for really old baseball guys like you and me. To see a pitching matchup like this on the
And strike 3.
The sweeper gets him. Riley down.
That was beautiful.
Crochet firing out of the gate. Already 2 strikeouts.
That's the first sweeper that we're seeing here. The sweeper and changeup has been enormous swing and miss. It's quite frankly doesn't show it all that much. When he does break it out, the hitters can see the reaction.
Marcell Ozuna, the DH. Looks at a strike.
Strike 1 to Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna from the Braves, piece of shit, Marcell Ozuna.
1 for 3 with a home run against Crochet in his career.
That'll be fouled off. I think it's the first contact of the night.
He's been peppering the yard and a half with these 4-seam fastballs. And he shows that sinker that just moves just enough to get an awkward swing from Ozuna.
Has him in the hole. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's ball 1.
Crowd continues to file in on a perfect night. Atlanta in for 3. 1-2 to Ozuna.
And that's strike 3. Struck out the side. That was beautiful.
And says, Chris Sale, it's your baseball.
That was beautiful.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season.
So we head to the bottom of the first.
Grass, less weeds, and
From
fewer
Boston,
bugs.
Massachusetts.
Now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. It's the hypotheticals. What happens if this happens? What if it's a line drive? What if it's a ball in the gap? You're doing all kinds of possibilities so that when it happens, you can make the right decision. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage AI-powered finance solutions are helping business leaders like Cal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
Nationwide is more than
Oink, oink down your fucking throats.
Their
Damn right.
resources help me create customized retirement income plans that help clients feel more confident.
helping them get in their comfort zone, their retirement comfort zone.
Good zone.
Like my other favorite zone, Cal Zone. Welcome to the oil business.
All episodes of Landman are now streaming.
Pushing the chips toward the middle. Men die. Oil companies don't.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets.
Chris Sale, the Braves starter, spent 7 years here in Boston, won a World Series, but of course was also plagued with a lot of injuries in the later years. Coming in at 1-3, 3.97 ERA. He's actually pitching really well coming in. And Jarren Duran will lead things off here, scoreless after a half.
All right, here's Duran. That'll be ball 1.
First one, 97 for ball
Chris
1.
Sale's in the pitch.
After what we
NL
just-
Cy Young Award winner
Crochet
last
walking on
year.
that mound going, okay, this is the way it's going to be tonight.
Yeah, Garrett throwing down the gauntlet. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
Garrett got 6 swing and misses in the first inning. 6 out of 7 swings.
Bunch of 97s. Nasty sweeper, too.
Very pig-like.
Yes, 2-0.
That'll be ball
Jarren
3.
Duran has not drawn a walk in a long time.
April 30th, Obi.
Yeah, I saw Larson crash at an E500 practice.
Alex Cora keeping him in the leadoff spot. Looking to get on against Sale, the 3-0 pitch.
And that'll be ball 4.
4 straight.
So it's going to get walked there.
Rafi Devers next. Give a look at the lineup brought to you by
Rafael
Plymouth
Devers.
Rock. Alex Bregman in that 3 spot. trip up to 314 with 11 home runs. The home run was his 500th career extra base hit.
Well, he had a day off school the other day.
That's strike one for Rafael Devers.
7 home runs. Also coming off an excellent trip. He's reached base in 17 of 18, and he's hitting almost 400 in that span. 0-1, runner goes. Check, swing, strike, throw down a second to tag, and safe.
He's safe. There you go, Jarren Duran.
If he couldn't get him, Duran with his 12th stolen base, he did not steal one on the road trip.
No, and Murphy throws the ball well, too, but, you know, the lefty, you go in first move. The minute you see that going up, Duran gets his 12th bag of the year, just gets that hand in there.
This is also rivalry weekend, which is kind of, they didn't do it entirely right. So all the matchups are supposed to be like a rivalry of some sort. Like the, strike three. Like the Yankees and the Mets. Obviously, that's a rivalry. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies, you know, both being like the Pennsylvania teams. The Guardians and the Reds, both being the Ohio teams. The LA Dodgers, the LA Angels.
It's getting hit hard here this year.
But then they have like, it's really like the Detroit Tigers. Oh, that's grounded to first for out number 2. There's the Detroit Tigers playing the Blue Jays. Like, how the hell is that a rivalry? What's the rivalry there? Oh yeah, you got like I think the Rangers are playing the Astros.
176, but look at the changeup.
That's like the Texas.
Much, but it is getting hit, as is that 4-seam fastball. The changeup, by the way, last year, guys didn't touch it all.
Yeah, and then you got Twins Brewers, which is like, how the hell is that a rivalry?
Rob checking in at 308 with a pair of home runs.
Yeah, obviously A's Giants. Well, that's not much of a rivalry anymore since the A's are in Sacramento. Like the White Sox and Cubs you got. But then like the Braves and the Red Sox, it's like, how is that really a rivalry? But it kind of is, because the Braves the Braves were originally the Boston Braves. So it kind of makes sense.
Added to the frustration of that trip, they didn't close out the win. Coming back from 5-2 down late in the game against, you'd say, the best pitcher in the American League.
The night before, Hamilton 2-run homer, Campbell 2-run homer. It's a big moment within a game. Again, got to finish. That's all. Got to finish.
I can say pretty definitively what fans don't want to hear is, well, we competed, we hung in there, played them tough. They do not want to hear that with this edition of the Red Sox. This team's too talented. That's it there for a strike.
That's strike 2.
Slider 1 and 2.
Well, I think that's something.
The Rob Refsnyder's up.
Trying to stay positive about.
Rob Refsnyder's hitting 308 on the year.
Tomorrow, let's continue to battle. We're going to close these games out. 12 run losses. It's extremely frustrating. 12 of those. Just
Padres Braves rivalry is better. Yeah, that I agree.
Christian Campbell on deck. And if you missed that news, Christian Campbell is taking ground balls at first base before the game today. First time we have seen that. And in the minors tonight, Marcelo Meyer is playing second base.
Connect the dots.
I think you're going to call Meyer soon.
1-2. Fly ball center field, but Harris underneath.
And Michael Harris Jr. will catch that for out number 3. So that'll end the first inning. We head to the second inning here in Boston, Massachusetts, in a scoreless tie ball game.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work.
So some scores from around the league.
Forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. You're up.
The Cubs played the White Sox earlier today. The Cubs won 13-3. That was at Wrigley Field. The Guardians and the Reds are playing right now. The Reds are beating the Guardians 5-4. in Cincinnati. The Orioles are playing the Nationals. They are about to go to the bottom of the first. It is a scoreless ball game in Baltimore. Yeah, that's kind of a local rivalry. Baltimore and Washington, D.C. It's kind of local, you know. The Mets and the Yankees are playing at Yankee Stadium. It's a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first. Blue Jays, Tigers. They're headed to the second inning in a scoreless ball game. The Rays and the Marlins, the Florida series, they're playing in Miami.
Did you make
that is a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the first. The Pirates and Phillies, they were supposed to start at 6:45, but they're in a rain delay in Philadelphia. The Royals and Cardinals, yeah, like that's kind of a messed up one. Like that's not a rivalry. Come on now.
We'll do it now.
At Terminix, we keep pests out of your home.
They play at 7:40. Astros Rangers play at 8. Twins Brewers play at 8:10. D-backs Rockies play at 9:40. Mariners Padres play at 9:40, and then Dodgers Angels play at 10, and Giants A's play at 10:15.
Christian Campbell taking grounders at first base, learning the position, working the technique this afternoon. And I talked to him about the potential of the position change. He said, just my versatility to learn something new. Asked what is his favorite position on the field. He said, whatever makes the team better, that's the position that I'll play. He said it's helpful, though, to be staying on the right side of the diamond and acknowledge how...
That's strike two to Matt Olson.
Today, but says the Sox have so many utility guys, he'll lean on them to help his education there.
It's funny, awkward in his head, but he didn't look it.
Well, they're all learning, right? Everybody that's over there.
Fouled off by Olson. Then Murphy, and then Albies here in the second inning. Go score after one.
Of course, there's just a little introduction. Christian meet first base. First base beat Christian. Let's hope it's love at first sight. I'd like to see him over there.
2 off the plate.
It was a legend, an unforgettable
Marcelo's been trying to cover off the ball. If that winds up being the case, Campbell the first, second base opens, he plays that position. Marcelo Meyer, this one driven deep to
And
left.
Matt Olson's gonna
racing back to the
hit that one. Oh, that's a home run. Fuck.
That's a home run by
God
Matt
damn it.
Olson, number 8.
Hey, that's a Section 10, boys. Steve caught that.
Top 1-0. That's the one thing about this lineup.
Steve just caught that home run.
But they have the potential to hit the ball out a lot.
Especially this guy here, Matt Olson. Takes the fastball. He fouled a couple of them back. He's actually hitting lefties better than he's hitting righties this year. His 8th of the year. That landed right up into the Section 10 boys.
Yeah.
Steve Peralta, I think, caught that ball.
Yeah, Steve Peralta caught that.
So Olson puts Atlanta in front, and we'll bring up John Murphy, the catcher.
He's like, yeah, I caught it, but I'm not even happy about that.
With 7 home runs.
He'd thrown this fastball up, and he was getting by with it, but this one elevated to Olson. He gets on top of it. Throwing nothing but fastballs by guys in that first.
And Sean Murphy's going to hit that one far out. And that was gone. God fucking damn it, dude. What the fuck is happening?
That was a mile high and barely got out.
That fan threw it
back onto the green, but it is 2-0 Atlanta. So after striking out 3 times in the first, they come back and go.
God damn it.
That's a quick study.
Back-to-back home runs.
St. Olson and Murphy kind of watching the way Crochet was attacking with this fastball on top of the zone. Obviously, both of them coming out and kind of looking to cover that pitch. Both of them get on top of it.
I don't like that.
Here's Albies.
Here's Ozzy Albies.
Very
That's
aggressive,
fouled off for
fouls it
strike
back at
1.
98 miles an hour. Back to the second home run.
Another elevated fastball up and in. Murphy gets the head out on this one. Barrels it in the...
Fuck.
Star Ronald Acuna Jr. He's closing in on a return. Probably June 1. He's out with a torn ACL from last year. MVP from 2 years ago. Their offense has not been impressive. Tonight's start aside. Big swing and a miss on a cutter. They're 12th in the National League in runs. It's out of 15. But they are
In the 80s, not only the Braves and Padres are fighting each other. Oh, yeah, they were fighting fans in the stands, yeah. I remember that. Or I don't remember that, but I saw that.
The month of May, still 20th in batting average at 230, but like we saw with Texas when they came in, there's still presence here. You just saw Olsen and Murphy. Murphy's hitting 223. He's still a problem. Albies 217. You still worry about him. Riley and Ozuna, of course. So the lineup may not be putting it together, but when these guys step in the box, there's respect there.
Another 8-4 in their last 12. Again, they're tearing the cover off the ball, but they are winning. And now up 2-0. 1-2.
Cross-border rivalry
Number foul.
for Tigers and Blue Jays.
Too. I bet you Crochet's that's what he wanted. He wanted to elevate that fastball. Just these guys were just.
Didn't the Royals and the Cardinals play in the World Series one year?
Top of it.
I think in like 1985 they did.
Nobody out and a 1-2. Hard hit right into his dugout. They go scurrying. Ozuna's like, what did I do? Alex Verdugo there in that shot as well. Now with the Atlanta Braves. Back at Fenway. Little fly ball to the left for Duran. That'll be the first out of the inning.
And that's caught for out number 1.
Yeah, Crochet saying he's never met Chris Sale. Although they have many similarities. They're both 6'6". Both of them were relief pitchers before they became starters. Both of them all-stars. Both.
Yeah, come on, don't do that.
It's in there for a strike on Harris. 231 with 3 home runs. Red Sox down 2-0 in the second. Broken back ground ball. Here's Campbell to gobble it up. And nobody there at first base. So
Come on, you fucking bitches.
And they get a bit of a gift on the Atlanta side.
Well, we just mentioned learning first base, right? One of the toughest things for an infielder like Sogard, or all infielders learning the position, is which balls to my right do I go to and which ones do I leave? So he makes the mistake of going for this ball and then tries to get back and just can't get back in time. So when Campbell comes up, he looks and no one's there, but he's got to get rid of it to get the guy out. This actually, it hit his Sogard ducks, and it hit Harris in the hip.
Wow. Well, it should have been on number 2. Ground ball to third. Friendly hop for Bregman.
And that'll be a double play. There you go. So that'll end the inning. That'll bring us to the bottom of the second inning as the Braves score 2 runs there, 2 solo home runs
Google Cloud
to make it
AI
a
knows
2-0
that
ball
102
game.
mile/hour exit velocity with the 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball's going to carry 6.6 feet further. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
We want the market price lobster and to know the market price.
How much is whatever the market says?
Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving, doing what they do best. Helping neighbors, pitching in, and getting it done. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
5 a.m. or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session.
What seemed epic.
It's where the work begins.
It never really ends.
However you train.
The gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
Buy the Baxter bag from WM. It's a dumpster in a bag. Fill it with up to 3,300 pounds of household debris. At half the size of a large dumpster, it's perfect for do-it-yourselfers. You fill it up, we pick it up, whenever you're ready. From cleanups to renovations. Buy, fill, gone.
Why is the iPad being dumb?
And at home improvement retailers.
Pair of home runs by Atlanta, back-to-back by Olsen and Murphy. Red Sox coming up with Campbell, Story, and Sogard up against Chris Sale.
There we go.
Who is now 36 years old. Still weighs about $180. Campbell 246 with 5 home runs. Broke out of a lengthy slump with a home run in Detroit.
Yeah, that was a big 2-run shot. Even you still see the replay, but you don't know how he hit it out. Just a strong guy that can drive it the other way. But still, that was one hit, couple RBIs. In the month of May, still hitting 103. Still trying to find it here this month.
0-2 from Sale. In play to Allen is short. Away. See Chris Sale wearing that Armed Forces cap. Tomorrow is Armed Forces Day, so Atlanta getting out in front.
Dude, what the fuck?
With the hats tonight. We are getting ready for the weekend. We have so much respect for the men and women who serve our country and who have served. Trevor Story trying to come alive again with that bat. I look back, Trevor Story was hitting .311 on April 16th. Yeah. Down to .234, so 77 points he's dropped in a month. A lot of 0-2s.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Last 19 games hitting 115. It's hitting .333.
Twins versus Brewers supposed to be Packers versus
fastball,
Vikings.
Right? Not hitting it here.
Well, that doesn't really have the same effect.
On it, one extra base hit. He's hit some hanging breaking balls, but the timing of the fastball, there's ones to hit, he's fouling it back.
Yanks that one. Hard hit, but a nice scoop by Riley.
That's on number 2.
2 down. Story hit it stiff, but Riley made the scoop. 2 up and 2 down. By the way, on a play where Harris was credited with a base hit in the second inning, that was on a play where Sogard ducked. It did go as a single.
Trying to figure out where do you, whose error is it for the guy not covering the bag? It was an odd play.
Yes.
Kisser, go lay down.
Here's Sogard to 22. He'll rip the
and Nick Sogard gets a base hit.
White will scoop it on the backhand and hold him to 1. So the Red Sox have their first knock tonight against Chris Sale.
Yeah, you got to get Sale off of the fastball down the middle, strike 1, and get him into the slider counts. Right? Don't just give it to him. And Sogi does a nice job here, kind of jumping all over that first one. You take this pitch here for strike 1. Now it's slider, you're done. Don't give him that opportunity. You saw the Braves coming out in that second inning, said, okay,
yeah, that's the Ohio rivalry. That one makes sense.
Look up there and drive the baseball. Got to get Sale off of it, make him throw some sliders early on, maybe fall behind the count.
He's doing 20 pitches, 15 strikes. That's classic Sale right there. Here's Narvaez, now 271 with 4 home runs.
Next ball 1.
Alex Cora talked about this guy and his upside when the Red Sox acquired him from the Yankees. I'm not sure that many people were paying attention at the time, but Will Middlebrook said it the other day. This guy should be catching 6 days a week. Defensively, he has been superb, and he's getting his hits.
Well, defensively, he's been fantastic. In a couple weeks back, he's hitting 203, 205, and it's like, well, he's checking in with his hits. Now he's up to 271.
Yeah, he's hitting 462 the last 8 games.
Yeah.
Getting more and more comfortable. Sogard the base runner, and Sale will toss over.
Well, I think you're going to see him out there a lot more. And right now, Connor, who's doing better defensively himself, especially compared to last year, just swinging the bat. This guy's giving you a better at-bat. There will be a time in a month when all of a sudden it gets flipped and Connor starts swinging. It's just the way the game is.
And strike 2.
Man, slow motion there, 80 miles
Carlos
an hour.
Narvaez.
1-2.
But for now, you ride the hot hand.
Well, I think where he's really defensively separated himself, in my opinion, with the blocks, the framing, defensive runs saved. He leads the majors with 6 defensive runs saved. Tried to hold up, and he went. According to first base umpire Clemens, he rings him up.
All right, that's strike
all
3.
the Sox, 1 man left.
That'll end the inning. We head to the 3rd inning here in
Chevy
Boston,
is called
Massachusetts, in a
the heartbeat of
2-0 ball
America.
game.
Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
Every player on a team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side. That's why we're proud to be the official financial guidance partner of Major League Baseball.
Nice Oakleys, Stipe. Where'd you get them?
GovX.com.
Man, I gotta get me one of those. Where'd you get it?
GovX.com.
Hey, Stipe, nice boots. Where'd you get those?
GovX.com. Use it.
Yeah, there's Steve Perrault with
Exclusive
that
deals for first responders, military,
Matt Olson
and law
home run ball that he
enforcement
caught.
at GovX.com.
Steve Perrault's on my favorite Red Sox podcast, the Section 10 podcast. He's one of the people on there. He was sitting up on the monster tonight and caught that home run from Matt Olson. And he's not one of those like throw it back kind of guys. Like a lot of people will throw it back if they hit like an opposing home run. I never liked that either. I never liked the idea of doing that. Like if you catch a home run, that's pretty fucking cool. I don't care who hits it.
Stay salty.
As long as probably forever there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of new swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
Games, the Mets, the Orioles coming to town on the longest homestand of the season. 10 games here at Fenway. Derek Crochet zipped through the first inning. 3 consecutive strikeouts, then back-to-back home runs to Olson and Murphy in the second. Now Atlanta in the third. Nick Allen, 257. He's playing shortstop these days, followed by White and then Riley. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers. Liner on one hop.
Yeah, that's going to be a base hit for Nick Allen.
Has to scamper for it. Big
fucking
turn by Allen. He'll hit on back and has himself a base hit to start the third inning.
This little short stroke here, he's not going to leave the ballpark, but he gets inside of this little short hop to Story. He tries to backhand glove. Can't come up with it. Goes down as another hit. Kept him to a single, though. Duran getting on that thing quickly.
Top of the order, White. He struck out to begin the game. He's the left fielder. How about the Minnesota Twins? They're going for their 12th consecutive win.
Damn.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
I didn't even know that was happening.
Me neither.
Mets and the Yankees are scoreless in the second. A bunt popped
And, oh wow, what a great catch by Nick Sogard for out number 1.
Sogard quickly getting to that for out number 1.
Well, we talk about being unfamiliar with first base. When you hop off the bag, you got to be ready for everything, including this here. And utility guy, kind of quick. He's able to cover some ground. That's one of the things, too. Guy's not really playing first much. Hopping off that bag. You can't give up the line. Sometimes you try to get too much range.
They're taking off, throw down.
And that's going to be safe at second.
To wait for the tag on the back of the leg. But Allen safely in the second with the theft.
Oh, wow.
Cora's
Cora's challenging this.
Look at this.
Cora's challenging this.
That foot right here. Right.
Yeah, no, that's out. That's out. Yep.
Yeah, we got him.
That's a good
You
challenge.
Bunt him over, you don't succeed, so let's try to steal the bag. But I think this tag, gets him right there in the cap before he gets there. He's going to be out. We see this a lot from catchers.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, if you're going to miss down the line. That's why the infielder has to catch the ball inside that baseline and try to tag him, maybe that leg, that foot, before he gets to the bag. And it looks like this is what happened here.
Fans reacting as they see it on the big board, same way we did. Nice job again by Mike Brenly in the video room.
He got him there in that
I think
catch.
he did.
That's definitely clearly
when
out.
You see a challenge this early in the game, too. They know it.
Ball on the field is overturned.
Nice.
The runner is out.
Caught stealing. Baez continues his good work back there. Good tag, too.
The Royals and Cardinals game, which is supposed to start at 7:40, is also in a rain delay. That game is in Kansas City.
Riley struck out first time up. And a strike at 94.
Yeah, Wisconsin sports fans don't like Minnesota sports fans.
Back to town, tied for second, 4 games behind the Yankees, and tied with Toronto in that 2-hole. 1-2.
That's the nasty cutter. That's the swing and miss beast right there. Just a hard
Don't know why that game's in a delay. I don't see any rain on the radar.
The location was right where he wants it.
Hard hit, but foul. Crochet trying to end it with a kick. And a little looper to short, and charging in Story to Plunkett. In the end, just 8 pitches to get through that inning for Garrett Crochet.
Oh, it looks like the Royals are doing a 1985 World Series
when you switch, you'll pay less today, and the price of your rent plan won't change.
Ceremony. So that's sometimes these ceremonies take a little bit longer. That's why they haven't started yet.
Can I get that burger? It's not time yet. I'm just gonna grab that. Almost. Okay, we're good.
Life moves fast. You move faster. Work, family, training, living. When time runs short, nutrition often does too. That's why we made Huel. Complete nutrition for your most inconvenient meal. Fast, easy, tasty. Packed with everything your body needs. We bring the fuel, you bring the fire. Huel, because every fire needs its fuel. Available nationwide at GNC and Costco.com.
Over the years, you've built equity in your home. And over the years, life happens. And through life's ups and downs and ups again, when you need money for some of life's necessities, now your home can pay you back. Let us show you how you can access $45,000 or more. Give us a call or visit us online at loandepot.com today.
Here tonight against Chris Sale. Atlanta hit 2-0 to the last half of the third. We go and Cedar Rafaela. Hitting 250 with a pair of home runs. I thought it was astonishing with that incredible catch.
Here's Cedar Rafaela.
Between Willie Abreu and Cedar Rafaela.
Strike 1 to him, and here's strike 2.
Never seen anything quite like that on a home run ball. I thought it was astonishing he was even in the area code to be there to make
Oh, yeah. No, he was thinking about catching it himself. You know, it was a great play. I'd never seen that. Bringing it back from a home run. Hit off a Braves palm, right, ricocheted over to Cedar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strike 3.
On the slider to strike him out. Third strikeout for Sale. Back to that catch. Could be seeing this for many years.
See, Rafael was trying to get a beat on it as well, and it just happens to be there. Got to catch it with his bare hand. Watch this. Felt like St. John got it with his bare hand first.
I love Hendricks' reaction too on the mound. It was, I don't know exactly what he said. I'm pretty sure it's not printable, but it was incredible. One away for Jarren Duran, who drew his first walk since April 30 in first inning and stole a base. Devers on deck. And the 0-1 pitch from the lefty. And his star-crossed stay in Boston, Chris Sale started 2 All-Star games. Also missed a huge chunk to Tommy John surgery. Made only 31 starts over a 3-year period at the end. But man, when
That'll
he was
be
on,
2-1 count to Jarren Duran.
Viewing every 5 days.
Well, it really was. Cora always points to like May, when he just sort of revved it up. We started seeing 98, 99 at times.
Yeah, Alex was talking about this in the pregame presser with a glint in his eye when he referred back to the World Series and what Chris Sale meant throughout his career at the beginning part with the Red Sox and how they remained very close. And somebody said, do you root for him? He said, yeah, when he's not pitching against the Red Sox, I root for him every day.
Oh, he's an easy guy to root for. You know, the injuries took over the last 2 or 3 years. He finally had a healthy offseason, which I think led to last year's Cy Young Award winning.
And Jarren Duran's going to get that one out there. That's a base hit. That's going to be a triple probably. Come on, go to triple. Go to third. Go to third. There we go. Nipples for triples. Nipples for triples. Let's fucking go. Yeah, baby.
Tonight, but this triple comes with 1 down.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat, too. Facing a lefty. I mean, Sale doesn't give up many extra base hits to lefties. He saw a couple of sliders. Down, one up. He got to look at him. And this one here stayed in the middle of the plate. Of course, he does what he does. He gets on third base here with 1 out for Raffy.
His 5th triple.
You know, these 2 guys, the 2 lefties, they're going to see that sweeper. It's a tough matchup for both of them. We saw what happened with Devers the first time up. You got to try to get this run in battle.
Struck out in the first inning. 2-0 Atlanta. Raffy's been locked in. Named the American League Player of the Week on Monday. Hitting .408 in his last 13.
This is where you need Raffy kind of keeping it within the zone, right? Tough guy. 3/4 slot, 97 with a slider. Infield's playing back. They're sort of giving you this run here.
One away and a 1-1. 98 from Chris Sale.
He's been getting it up there.
Faced the Red Sox on May 8th last year in Atlanta. He dominated 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, 5-0. Atlanta won that one. It was near the start of a 26-game run for him that saw him go 17-2 with a 2.14 ERA. That's the run that won him the Cy Young, first of his career. Also won the Gold Glove. Bregman on deck. Coors Light beating the pressure. Sale winning the Cy at 18-3, 238 overall. And won the Triple Crown. First in Atlanta history to do that. First in franchise history. Be very careful with Raffy, 3-2.
Look at that year, Triple Crown. Again, remember like last offseason, think, okay, it's a healthy offseason, you're going to get a good Chris Sale. course, most people are like, nah, we're good. He's always hurt. Move him. They move him. Then everybody got mad. Because he won the Cy Young.
Because he did that. Well, one of the best player interviews I've ever heard last season when the Red Sox were in Atlanta. Sale was asked by Jemiah Webster, what would he say to Red Sox Nation about his career? And he simply said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the injuries. This guy wanted to be up there in that mound, competing.
3-2. And walks him.
See the reaction from Rafi. That tells you how tough of an at-bat it is.
So Rafael Devers going to get the walk.
Slider that he fouled off, that was huge, right at bottom another pitch.
You got runners on first and third now.
Strikeout looking, but at bottom another pitch, and he was able to lay off this, and that reaction tells the story. That's not a fun at-bat. Now it's up to Bregman.
His 34th walk. He's going to walk 100 times plus this year. Now Bregman 0 for 1. He's grounded to third. Red Sox trying to get on the board here in the third inning. There are two teams that Alex Bregman has never homered against. One is the San Diego Padres. The other is the Atlanta Braves.
Well, he's going to hit a home run tonight. Feel it coming.
1 out, 2-1.
That's going to be strike 2.
Tonight's storylines presented by FanDuel. Alex Bregman, the odds to record 2 or more hits, 3 or more total bases.
A lot of talk in the offseason when we were going after this guy was his struggles against lefties the last 3 years. And it's well documented. 221 the last 3 years combined. This year he's hitting 400 off of them coming into this game.
Again into the Atlanta dugout. They're taking a beating over there.
They sure are. Bunch of lips coming in hot.
Brian Snitker, their manager.
Well, between the slider and the cutter down and in, between both of these guys, you better watch out over there in that dugout.
0-2 from Sale. Tried to hold up, and he did.
Hey, Alex talked about those struggles versus lefties the last 3 years. I remember in camp, one of the first people he talked to was Refsnyder and Romy Gonzalez, because they hit lefties so well the year before. There's some mechanical issues. There's just approach where he wants to kind of visualize, stay up the middle, stay square mechanically. And it's obviously worked here this year for him.
Duran and Devers get their leads on the corners. And he snuck it in.
Yeah, that's strike 3. That'll be out number 2. And up will come Rob Refsnyder.
The one pitch is tough to cover. First off, it's 97, paint down and in. You're trying to cover a heater up and away from Sale. You're aware of that slider down and in. It just freezes you.
Man, do we remember that? It's a Cy Young pitch against a terrific hitter. Now here's Refsnyder, 0 for 1. He's fly to center, 2 away. 2-0 the Braves. Check swing, runner at first on the run. Nice scoop there. Always gets.
Are we fucking serious? A run down.
Tag to get Devers, and Atlanta's out of the inning.
That'll end the inning.
Red Sox run themselves out of a chance.
Fuck!
There. 2-0 the Braves.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile per hour exit velocity with the 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball's going to carry 6.6 feet further. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
You know, they say that AI is the future, but Apartments.com has been using apartmental intelligence for many years with Carl here. Describe your perfect apartment because Carl's listening.
2-bed, 2-bath, AC.
Okay.
A barbecue pit, maybe a microwave on top of the stove. A pool. Got that pool?
Oh, somebody's going to park. Think of it. Think of it.
That's it. That's exactly what I wanted.
Apartments.com, a place to find a place. Ooh.
do you sleep at night?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
At the Memorial Day sale, get a Sealy King bed for a queen price and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm, sleep at night.
This is Roundup Dual Action. This stuff doesn't just kill existing weeds down to the root. It keeps working for up to 4 months, from the first days of spring to the 4th day of July. From summer beach days to pumpkin spice lattes. From sweltering days to sweater weather days. Roundup Dual Action kills existing weeds and keeps on working for up to 4 months. That's 120 days of days. Guaranteed or your money back. Roundup Dual Action. This stuff works.
2-0 the Braves. Moving on to the 4th inning. Ozuna, Olsen, Murphy. Devers in a rundown and tagged out. Ozzy always put the leather on him. And a missed chance again for the Sox tonight.
It had to be miscommunication, one way or the other. Whether on Rafi's end or Duran's end, but whether you're trying to steal a run with a double steal. I mean, usually you do it when you're down a run, but Devers takes off. Look at Duran. He's moving back towards third. So if it is a true double steal, which we've seen before, Devers is going, but Duran is getting off the base a lot to try to score the minute Murphy throws the baseball. But he's actually, his momentum's going back to third. It's almost like Rafi running caught him off guard, or he wasn't aware that Rafi was running. But it's an odd play down 2.
Ground ball backhander by Story. And a high throw took him off the bag.
But he's out anyway.
Sogard with a nice recovery and a poor throw from Story. 1 down. Yeah, we saw the Red Sox do that earlier this season on a double steal. That worked out, but you saw Duran break back to the bag, and this one just took off on Story. But
yeah, you can see the catch too. It's in between hop, and he wasn't sure. Didn't really get a grip on it as we tried to, but just sailed it. Sogard, nice job staying with it.
Matt Olson last time up ripped a home run. His 8th.
But usually like a double steal, if you're down a run to try to get that run, you're giving Devers up, getting in a rundown. Or, you're up a couple of runs and you try to make it a 3-run lead instead of a 2-run lead. But very rarely do you do it down 2 to cut the lead in half and be fine with that.
Shot toward the gap.
Yeah, that'll be caught by Rafaela for out number 2.
2 away. Well, the managers talked about this until he probably didn't want to talk about it anymore, but the Red Sox are just 11-9 in Fenway. And now home for their longest homestand all season long, 10 games. That includes the New York Mets, who have been one of the best teams in baseball, coming in after Atlanta. So nothing easy about the homestand, but you got to protect the home field and start winning lots of games at home.
So Sean Murphy
Alex
takes
Cora's
strike
been
1.
talking about that a lot, and he's obviously right on the money about it. But the Red Sox at times play some of their sloppiest baseball at home. We're seeing it again tonight. They were not charged with an error on the play where Sogard ducked under a throw at first base. That went as base hit. But now they run themselves out of an inning. 0-2. Didn't go.
A lot of little things. Talk about winning baseball. There's a lot of small little plays. They play so many one-run games. You can point to who's coming out of the pen all you want, but there's 5 or 6 moments within a game. A play that isn't made, a pitch that isn't executed, runners in scoring, base running, that puts you in those spots.
So true. And for a team with a lot of talent, a lot of good players, it does cause you to scratch your head.
Well, they're frustrating. You lose 12 one-run games that you feel like you're in. You got a shot at winning. You've lost 23, 12 by 1 run. That percentage is going to be unheard of.
And that's strike 3.
On the fastball, down it goes. They go 1-2-3.
The all-new Whoop is here, now more advanced than ever. Train smarter, sleep deeper, recover faster. Extend your healthy years. Understand your cycle phases.
Now 7% smaller with 14 plus days of battery life. So your data never stops, and neither do you. Power your best performance with memberships made for every goal. Join Whoop today.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This stuff works on big lawns, small lawns, and I guess you can call that a lawn lawns. This stuff works without killing your lawn. This stuff works without killing your weekend. This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Bronxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
We love the big plays here at MLB, but we want to take a moment to spotlight some of the unsung heroes behind the scenes. Harold, who do you have for us today?
Lauren, let's check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX. Zoom CX transformed the customer experience here at MLB.tv with AI-first CX capabilities that empower agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our MLB team behind the scenes and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
Your next breakdown could be anytime, anywhere.
The last thing I remember is just the engine cut out.
Endurance, as you covered. It was like almost a $6,000 job. Endurance covered it.
Right now, you can get $300 off any plan, plus a year of Elite.
Time for tonight's home run odds presented by FanDuel for Refsnyder, Campbell, and Story. Red Sox trying to answer a couple from the Braves in the second inning. They went back-to-back, Olsen and Murphy against Crochet. Chris Sale, the reigning Cy Young in the National League, back at it against Refsnyder, Campbell, and Story. Rob 0 for 1, a fly to center.
So Rob Refsnyder fouls off for strike one.
Sale to Atlanta along with $17 million to offset his $27.5 million salary last year. Getting Vaughn Grissom in return. Has proven to be a very one-sided deal, obviously, to this point.
Especially the way this guy's throwing the baseball. He brought Vaughn in thinking maybe the second baseman in the future. Then Campbell kind of came out of nowhere, had an amazing year. He's out there today, but this guy's just been healthy. 96, 98 here tonight.
Swinging and a miss. He chased the slider. Down he goes, strike 3. 1 away.
So that'll strike him out. Christian Campbell comes up.
That slider again. A couple of fastballs. Ref tried to jump on it early, just fouled it back, but again, going to be the toughest assignment. Not playing for 2 weeks, had some back spasms, and his first 2 outings are against Skubal and this guy.
Rob's like, well, what did I do?
Yeah. Any other lefties I can face? Where's Reagan's? Can I get him too?
Campbell is 0 for 1. He's grounded out to short. That's one thing you have to admit. Red Sox have seen some really good pitching.
Well, that road trip between Lugo, Reagan's, and Skubal, that's 1, 2, 3. Cy Young, and then this guy. But they beat those other two. They put up 5 on
Christian
Skubal.
Campbell's going to foul that one off.
We're talking about in the open, you know, at this level, there's kind of 4 real ways to kind of lose games, right? Starting pitcher doesn't give you a chance. They've had a couple of those. Bullpen, you got to win on the board. You cough it up. They've had a couple of those. Defensively, they've had some of those games where they've made too many errors or given up runs. And then the running and scoring.
1, 2.
We saw a lot of that maybe earlier, right? The 1 for 10s, 1 for 12s. And they're just sort of cycling through it, right? Looking to try to erase some of those and be more consistent.
1-2 to Campbell. In the end, there are fleeting moments where the Red Sox look like the expectations that we expected, right? Like when they won 5 straight. 2, lunging little pop-up into right. Fairchild, plenty of time to get there. 2 up and 2 down.
I think the most frustrating part is just, like, you look at those last 2 losses in Detroit, there was a lot of good things. You know, you're down 2 runs, David Hamilton 2-run shot. Here comes Campbell with a 2-run shot to put you up, right? You put 5 on Skubal, down 5-2. You came back on him. Like, within a game, it's like this roller coaster you've had for 45 games. Within a game, you feel good at moments. They can't just finish it.
Trevor Story bounds that one on the infield to Allen. The charge gets rid of it in a hurry.
Yeah, that's out number 3.
Sox are done 1, 2, 3.
Touches of black. They stand for elegance, refinement, and though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light.
Kia, movement that inspires.
You may not know where you stand with retail associates, but you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Life moves fast. You move faster. Work, family, training, living. When time runs short, nutrition often does too. That's why we made Huel. Complete nutrition for your most inconvenient meal. Fast, easy, tasty. Packed with everything your body needs. We bring the fuel, you bring the fire. Huel, because every fire needs its fuel. Available nationwide at GNC and Costco.com.
I'm so boned. I forgot to get my girl tickets for the show tomorrow. Now it's sold out. It's her freaking birthday.
Oh, dude. She's totally gonna break up with you.
She's definitely gonna break up with me.
Should've used TickPick.
Wait, what'd you say?
TickPick. Look.
Oh, whoa, dude.
What? There are no hidden fees. What'd you guys think I said?
Oh, TickPick. I thought you said...
You heard right. TickPick, the no-fee ticket site. Blue Cruise is on. I'm hands-free.
It's driving!
Ooh! All right. I feel like I'm getting chauffeured in the driver's seat. It's crazy.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah, the Hidden Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not a chicken place.
He's in the box at 216 with 5 home runs. 0 for 1 tonight. Inning 5 powered by Salem 5 Bank. A lot of baseballs over there in the Atlanta dugout, inside and on top. And it's 0-2. Crochet with 4 punch-outs. That'll drift into left for Duran. And Duran will make the play 1 away.
Win big with the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle. Buy tickets at redsox.com/5050 through the 8th inning of tonight's game for a chance to win half of the net jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Dude.
Harris 1 for 1 with a gift base hit in the 2nd inning. Back in July of 23 here at Fenway, he recorded a putout and an assist on an 8-3-5 triple play. There have been just 2 of those in the history of Major League Baseball. The
Phillies and Pirates are about to get started.
And Lou remembers this, the 1884 Boston Bean Eaters.
I was just going to say that. Didn't they do that?
They're going to start at 8:30.
Sharply hit. Campbell, a nice stab.
And Christian Campbell grounds that to first for out number 2.
What year was that again?
1884. The game was not televised.
The game was not televised. Well, that's a shame.
Boston Bean Eaters. What a night. With pink sky up there. Signaling another nice day. It's the old line. Pink sky at night, sailors delight. Pink sky at morning, sailors take warning. That's all I know about sailing right there. Encapsulated in 1 line.
Sailing to me is like, kind of like going fishing. I need to go with someone who knows what they're doing because I don't know anything.
Me too. Hey, John, you know how to steer the boat, right?
Yeah, you know what they say. You got a boat? No.
Is it shaking?
Yes. Fairchild hitting just 111, hit into a double play his first time up. 2-0 lead here for the Braves. Night number 1 on a 10-game homestand for the Sox.
Crochet's come out here now, 2 outs in the 5th. He's been sharp. It's just been 2 fastballs elevated, probably exactly where he wanted them. Just left the yard on.
Swing and a miss, got him 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, that'll be
out
number 3. Right, another strikeout. It's 5th of the night.
If you guys always ask how I'm going to so many concerts and football games, getting the tickets, you're like, oh, this is such a good deal. You go to check out, it's still such a good deal. There's no extra hidden fees. Me,
Hi, Scott here. Let's go hear from more citizens of the law. That's a great law. Hello.
He only listens to your tips.
Because it's my baby.
You gotta feed your lawn. Feed it.
Feed it. Feed it. The consistency is everything.
Scott's Weed and Feed. The product is incredible. Look how thick my lawn is. And a thick lawn is the enemy of weeds.
Our life is
Then to the bottom of the 5th here in Boston, Massachusetts. Still a 2-0 ball game. The Braves have the lead.
Feed it, lawn. Feed it.
This game, honestly, probably should just still be scoreless.
Park Assist Plus with memory parking in the all-electric Volkswagen ID4, proudly assembled in Chattanooga. Get 0% APR financing or a $5,000 customer bonus on a new 2025 all-electric ID4. Limited inventory available.
Introducing AG1 Next Gen. The daily health drink backed by 4 rigorously designed clinical trials. Next Gen is clinically shown to increase healthy gut bacteria by over 10 times and to close common nutrient gaps. It's one drink for whole body health. The next generation of AG1 is here.
My name's Travis Sarno. This will be my 12th year in Major League Baseball.
I'm Chase Sarno, former Major League shortstop and co-founder of Darno Athletics Baseballism Academy. We work with athletes of all ages.
Nick Sogard will get his second at bat. Had a base hit first time up as we get the bottom of the 5th underway.
Jumped all over that first pitch fastball, bottom that sweeper. This is what we were talking about, right? Like, throwing greats. You got to take shots against the great ones. Don't let them give you that fastball down the middle.
We saw it for years when he gets in a groove and mixing it up with the fastball, the slider. It can be a very deadly night for his opponent. He began the season pretty slowly. He was 0-2 with a 6.63 ERA out of the gate. First 4 starts. He's going to make the play.
Oh, wow.
His pants.
Chris Sale, wow. That was a great play.
As we mentioned, he's a Gold Glover. Big smile there as he took his seat, but made the play.
Right to his legs. Put his glove down to get a piece of this. Of course, his legs aren't very big. It's easy to miss. To get a glove on it. This might have been a tough play up the middle, too. He just put his glove down. Kind of blindly. Just flipped it over there.
He's always a good fielder with the Sox as well, but everything's clicking for him right now. Carlos Narvaez 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Especially got that sweeper working.
That's ball 1.
Like you saw with Sogard, 1-0, I'm going to throw the sweeper for a strike. When he could locate it, steal a strike, and put it in your back foot for the strikeout, it's when he's tough.
Yeah, there were some whispers at the top of the season, those first 4, that, okay, maybe he had his last great year, but over the last 5, he has a 2.20 ERA, 40 strikeouts in 28 2/3. 2-0.
Thing right there, 2-0. All right, here you're going to come with the fastball. What he does, he dives in at 96. Like, you're not touching that pitch. You want something over the middle of the plate.
One man out and went. 97 swung the bat 2-2.
Arias didn't check himself. He usually checks to the first base ump there. He didn't do it.
That was an upset. 2-2. The Yankees have jumped on the Mets. They're in the fourth inning, 4-0. The Yankees. That's in the Bronx. Subway Series underway. The Sox at the moment 4 games off the pace, being set by the Yankees. They're tied with Toronto in second place. The 2-2 from Sale. And a little floater into foul territory. Olsen gives it a look, but it's off into the box seats.
You know, when you think about it, I mean, you're game under 500. You're still only 4 back. I mean, that's the amazing thing. Years past, somebody in the American League East always takes off, right? Tampa, New York, Baltimore. I mean, you could be 8 or 9, 1 game under. You got to turn it around here.
2-2 from Sale. They got him with that slider. Deadly again as he strikes out Narvaez 2 away.
2 is that it's 82 miles an hour. You know, so now all these guys way out in front of it. Well, it's because he's showing you 97, 98. You got to get ready for that. And this slider isn't 89, 90. He's been throwing it 82 miles an hour.
Yeah, the differential is murder. That first fastball 97 on St. On, who has gone 0 for 1 tonight. Two down, bases empty. 2-0 Atlanta in the 5th.
And that's strike 1 to Ceddanne Rafaela.
Consistently 96, 97, 98. Yep. Purcell. And a 1-1.
It's when you saw that Arsenal, he has not thrown this changeup. And he would throw 10 a game or so. It's just absolutely been getting hammered here this year. He's just scrapping it. And it's just sinker, 4-seamer, slider. And for him, unfortunately for the Red Sox, the slider is located and deadly here tonight.
Two and struck him out.
And that's strike
Slider
3.
Again. He strikes out 2 more here in the 5th.
So we head to the 6th inning here in a 2-0 ball game.
There's always been meaningful exchanges.
I have a feeling they're going to go to the
transcend
fucking
genre.
bullpen soon, and this game's going to be out of
Connection
reach.
spark to life that opens your eyes and drives you forward to a new horizon. Beyond the road traveled awaits boundless opportunity for societal enrichment. Broaden your world, brighten the future. JTB.
Catch every pitch, hit, and run with MLB Sunday Leadoff, streaming free on Roku Sports Channel. Get on base through your Roku device, therokuchannel.com, or the Roku mobile app. Just search MLB Leadoff or find it in sports on your home screen menu. This week on MLB Sunday Leadoff, the Lone Star Series continues as the Astros storm into Arlington for a Texas-sized showdown with the Rangers. Live coverage starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, only on Roku Sports Channel.
Work that. Push that. Pull that. Run that. Pump it. Work that. Push that.
We just signed the lease on our 3rd shop. I guess we're a chain now, right? We've worked so hard to get here. My assistant went to CustomInk.com to get our new uniforms and merch with all the location names. Our custom gear helps him get our brand out into the community. He takes care of all of our Custom Ink orders. He was able to find great products, upload the new art, and have boxes sent directly to each of the shops. Custom Ink makes it so easy. Get started today at CustomInk.com.
Top of the 6th here at Fenway Park in Boston. Red Sox trying to get some offense going against Chris Sale, down 2-0. Guys, spent a lot of time tonight talking about the new Fenway Greens, the City Connect 2.0, and We'll have more in the post-game show, including some of the touches on the uniform that we've been talking about. Before the game, there was an event upstairs here debuting the uniforms and giving everyone a chance to ask some questions about the inspiration. They said it took more than 2 years to get exactly what they want. At the beginning, they knew it was going to be based on Fenway, but they thought about the bricks or the color of the dirt on the warning track, ultimately landing on the green monster.
That would look like shit if he used the dirt.
I think everybody's in agreement with that. They look fantastic.
Yeah,
Honestly, they've grown on me within 5 hours. Earlier, I kind of didn't like them, but now I'm loving it.
Little St. Patty's Day hat.
Well, that's right. A little bloop shot into foul ground. Sogard gives a chase there. Yeah, for St. Patrick's Day, you no longer have to go out and buy a different cap.
No, I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, most people don't know that, but the Red Sox actually always have had a green jersey.
I'd wear that one, but I can't.
For St. Patrick's Day, but the reason people don't know that is because St. Patrick's Day is always during spring training, and nobody watches spring training.
I don't know. I feel weird. I'm like, no, it's a cool hat. I want to wear it, but I can't wear any of the Red Sox stuff.
Why wouldn't you just say to that person, well, as a matter of fact, sir, yes, I did.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Don't you feel like that's odd?
I guess.
You walk around with Nesson gear?
I do not, typically, and that one filed a home play because TC says it's not a good idea.
But you know what I mean? Like you're going to go food shopping with your Nesson 3/4 zip?
That's
just to tell everybody you work for Nesson?
Tom's like,
I don't know if you know me or not.
Show it up at where you work, but don't do it at Shaw's.
Yeah, and it's like, that hat's really cool, but I never wear Red Sox stuff.
I hear you. 2-2. Snatched up by Bregman at third. And Allen is history. One down in the 6th inning. Meanwhile, Garrett Crochet throwing the ball very well. He's allowed only 4 hits, 2 runs. Unfortunately for him, those came on back-to-back homers in the 2nd inning.
Yeah. He has been throwing the ball great. Really good fastball here tonight. 13 swing and misses. It's kind of what you want to see from him on a nightly basis.
Set down 9 in a row. He takes on Eli White here, the leadoff man.
Just unfortunate on the other side of it, Chris Sale only giving up 2 hits.
History made tonight. Red Sox facing Skubal on Wednesday. And Sale here tonight. Friendly bounder for Story. He cuts down White. First time anyone has faced back-to-back Cy Young Award winners. Change your lettuce, change your life with Dr. Matthew Lopresti, the hair doctor of Tom Caron. Free consultations at 1-800-GET-HAIR. 2 up, 2 down. The dangerous Austin Riley, who has struck out and lined to short. Dangerous because a couple of years ago he hit 37 home runs, drove in 97. Injury bug hit him last year, rib cage injury, and then got hit by pitch, fractured a hand. So only 19 home runs.
A tough start too. The first 11 games was just 3 for 27. Hit 316 since. One of these years we'll stop focusing on the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yes. Swinging a mile around third. It's Bregman. Just waiting for that one to come down. And he's got it. It's another 1-2-3 inning and 10 straight set down by the lefty.
You've already mastered playing baseball, Virgo, but you're curious about what goes into the sport off the diamond. You're finding that researching the history of the game is helping you uncover hidden skills that you didn't know you had. Letting yourself explore what catches your interest could be your secret advantage on the field.
Are you ready for an electric joyride? It's just a few clicks away. Introducing Electric E-Bikes. Experience what it's like to feel like a kid again. And feel confident with the best-selling electric bike in the U.S. We have every type of bike for every type of rider. Ships to your doorstep for free. Little to no assembly required. Hop on to your next adventure. Only at electricebikes.com. Electric E-Bikes. Affordably awesome.
Introducing Traveler Whiskey from Buffalo Trace Distillery. Traveler's been tasted, selected, and perfected to be everything it should be. A premium whiskey that speaks for itself. Traveler is made to be enjoyed exactly how you like it. Neat, on the rocks, or in your favorite cocktail. Traveler Whiskey. Easy to drink, hard not to love.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Jared Durant to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning against Chris Sale. 2-0 the Braves. He's walked and tripled. Triple number 5. Sox could not bring him in. And after the 3-base hit in the 3rd as he ripped him down the right field line. And a strike.
Strike 1.
Big inning here. Sale sitting about 70 pitches. His top of the order's gotten on base and done some things, but make him work to get one on the board. Talking with Durant before, you know, the game. That late kick is back. He had the toe tap for a while. He's a big field guy, trying to find it right now at the plate. Really in a similar spot last year at this time. I know a lot of people talking about the start he's had. You know, last year I was looking at it. At the end of June, 58 games, he was hitting 253, 3 homers and 23 RBI, which is what he is now. June, July, and August, he went absolutely bananas. That was through 58 games. He's through 45 now. It's not the start he's looking for, but it's pretty much where he was last year. It would end up being a historic season for him.
Picked up his 12th stolen base in the 1st inning. So it's 2-2.
And there's a base hit for Jared Durant.
Durant had a good
That's his
night.
second base hit of the night.
He's aboard for the 3rd time.
And it's
Promising
third
start
time getting
to
on
the
base
6th
tonight.
See, it's just not that easy too, right? Like, he laid off of a couple of sweepers, of sliders rather, and when he finally gets the fastball,
the walk in the first inning, the triple, and now the single.
It's actually not a bad pitch right in the black, but he's sitting on it, waiting for it. He puts a nice swing on it. So you think you lay off those sweepers off the plate and hunt that fastball.
Come on, Raffy.
A strikeout and a walk. Little line drive caught by Riley, and back to first goes Durant. One gone. Raffy going after the first pitch. Bregman next. Red Sox are in a stretch during which 16 of 22 are going to be at home. They must capitalize on the schedule, even though there's some very tough teams, including the way the Braves have been playing lately, the Atlanta team. Bregman's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out looking.
Come on, Breggy. That's ball 1.
The Sox played 45 games. 16 have been decided by 1 run. We talked a lot about the fact that 4 and 12 in those games.
It could be taxing on a bullpen too. Everybody wants every reliever to pitch every night in every big game, but you played so many close games, you want to wear them out either.
Juno. Bregman hitting .400 against lefties.
Come on, Breggy.
Looking to homer in his 3rd straight game.
That's strike 1.
2-0 slider. Didn't want to give him that heater. It's a good take. Sitting fastball. Try to click him a little bit, right? Tie this game up. Keeps you off balance. Like I said, he's throwing it for strikes whenever he wants to.
Man's already stolen a base, not running. It's off the plate. Good count here for Alex.
I think he wants to be careful. He's got a TV too. We saw Bregman take Skubal out.
Bregman's been all over every everybody's TV. 3-1. High fly to right. Fairchild has it.
Yeah, that's out number 2.
Play. 2 down.
See the Red Sox take on the Mets next week with a tickets and a drink package. Tickets start at just $20 and you get your first drink on us. Visit redsox.com/tickets and a drink.
That's awfully good. A lot of fun. Soto coming to town. Well, here's Refsnyder 0 for 2. A fly out and a strikeout for Rob tonight. Red Sox trail 2-0. Durant led off the inning with a base hit, still glued to the bag, and he's back in. Sale now 36 years old, 8-time All-Star. Well, he was a member of the Red Sox rotation. He started back-to-back All-Star games. Durant with the lead with 2 away, not running.
Wants to have a little discussion with Quinn Walcott. See here if he throws that little get me over sweet slider or challenge him with a fastball.
Chris up to 81 pitches. Slider at 79. Looks like he can throw it anytime he wants for a strike. Campbell would be next. 2 gone. Durant aboard for the 3rd time tonight. And got a pitch. He's going to be in a rundown here, the toss and the tag, and he's out. Red Sox have lost 2 men on the bases tonight. That is out number 3.
Let's spotlight some of the unsung heroes here at MLB.tv.
Check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX's AI-first solutions. It empowers agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words? Just one. It's a long one. Dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Look out! That's Batman!
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
After my second tour in Iraq as an F-16 pilot, I witnessed a family as their fallen soldier returned home. I felt a calling to help. Budweiser has believed in Folds of Honor for 15 years. Today, we honor our veterans and the 62,000 scholarships awarded to their families. That's more than enough to fill this stadium. Buy Budweiser and join us in supporting
This game is in this sport, and this team is disappointing.
This is Roundup Dual Action. This stuff doesn't just kill existing weeds down to the root. It keeps working for up to 4 months, from the first days of spring to the 4th day of July. From summer beach days to pumpkin spice lattes. From sweltering days to sweater weather days. Roundup Dual Action kills existing weeds and keeps on working for up to 4 months. That's 120 days of days. Guaranteed or your money back. Roundup Dual Action. This stuff works.
We've been wanting to frame this photo for like 5 months.
It took me 5 minutes to order.
Not bad, right?
If you have a special photo you want framed, you have to check out the Keepsake app.
The Keepsake Frames app is amazing. You can print and frame photos directly from your phone. It was...
Well, moving on to the 7th inning at Fenway. Looks like Quinn Walcott gets back from a break. Umpires need him too.
Yeah.
2-0. Atlanta in front. Big Marcell Ozuna is 0 for 2. Does have a career home run against Crochet, and he'll take a ball.
You try to steal a bag on a lefty, you're going to go first move. So it's hopefully, you know, an educated guess, right? And when things are going well, you guess right. And when things aren't, you guess wrong. right? Refschneider's got 2 at-bats. He's seen 15 pitches. Keeps walking off the field in the batter's box.
That's right. One flick foul. Sox had what appeared to be miscommunication across the base runner earlier, and Rafi Devers was tagged out in base path. And this last one's just a caught stealing, technically not Duran, but another man. 2-2. Meanwhile, Crochet has retired 11 in a row. So another good outing by the lefty. 2 foul back. Zuna crouching in attack mode. He's hit 6 home runs. He'll pop it up. That'll twist foul.
Marcell Ozuna is going to bring that one foul.
Out of play. The Sox are in a stretch of 6 consecutive series against ball clubs currently at 500 or better. So the schedule changing from teams below 500 very rapidly to ball clubs over 500.
Yeah, it started off well against Kansas City. Right, you went out there and beat a team that was, what, 16-2 at the time? Hottest team in baseball.
2-2. On it full. Crochet at 78 pitches. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Ozuna. Rips into that one, but foul. He can hit it as hard as anybody.
Makes you work, too. 36 walks. Talk about Devers walking. That's number 1 in baseball. It makes you work.
Payoff pitch. And struck him out. 93 to freeze Ozuna. It's 12 in a row set down by Garrett Crochet. Statcast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
It's been the difference right here. These 2 home runs back-to-back in the second by Olsen and Murphy. And they're not bad pitches. They're probably exactly where Crochet wants. 96, 97 on top of the zone. Which they were ready for. He attacked everybody in the top with fastball dominant in that first inning, and these guys came out in that second kind of hunting it after what they saw in the first. That's part of watching the game.
Olsen hacking away, home run and a fly to center. Almost got his manager. These guys have been right in the crosshairs all night in the Atlanta dugout. There have been 3 or 4 shots over there. Good idea to wear a helmet. Rounded up the middle and out of the range. Campbell couldn't quite get to it. A base hit for Olsen. He's 2-for-3.
I'm trolling this guy on Twitter so hard right now. Oh my god.
In front of Sean Murphy with the second of those home runs. So 1 down. That ended that string of 12 in a row set down by Crochet.
Garrett looking for his first home victory.
Kind of hard to believe.
0-2. 4 starts. He's still got a 2.49.
Foul tipped into the mid.
Talk about that home run right now. That's the difference from Olsen. The lefty. I mentioned he's hitting lefties better than righties. That is the first extra base hit Crochet has given up to a lefty this year.
How about that? Good luck to you if you're a lefty against them. Foul back. Got to wait on that cutter. Murphy, 21 home runs a couple of years ago. So he has good pop in the bat. They've made a lot of deals with the Athletics, haven't they? Their organization, 0-2. And popped up back out of play.
Braves way.
Red Sox getting some activity in the bullpen. Nick Birdie, the right-hander, just recalled. Brand new to the club. Snap toss down to first, but back in Olsen. Nick selected from the Woo Sox before tonight's game. He's appeared in a handful of major league games in his career. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Murphy, and fouled away. That sweeper getting in his kitchen. Yankees have expanded their lead over the Mets in the 5th inning to 6-1. One down, 1 on, 1-2. Fouled off. It's the time of the season where you're seeing those regional rivalries, those city rivalries. We talked about Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, and the Angels going at it later.
Yeah, then we have, before the whole, we just had interleague, and I was here, like the Braves were our rivalry.
Our regional rival.
Yeah. So we just got to see Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox, like every year. It's like, can we pick someone else?
Yeah, thank you very much. Tom Glavine's here tonight. Of course, a Massachusetts boy. Calling the game for Atlanta.
And there's a base hit. That's probably going to be it for Crochet.
Move up to second. Murphy has his second hit. So that's been the trouble for Crochet. Limited as it's been Olsen and Murphy. The great Tom Glavine there on your left. He's back home.
He is.
Heck of a hockey player, too. Heck of a hockey player.
His location was ridiculous.
Great, insane touch for the Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Could throw it in the teacup.
Well, he'd throw it a couple inches off the plate. Maybe he'd get it. And then he'd keep going. Maybe he'd throw 3 inches off the plate. Maybe he'd get it.
Get that.
And he would just keep going.
And if he didn't get it, Bobby Cox would be like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at, Blue?
Well, the Braves doing exactly the Crochet what you would have liked to have done there in that 6th inning when you're in that 70-pitch range. They're putting a lot on him. He's up to 91 here, kind of missing some location. He saw that last fastball was supposed to be at the eyes, and he missed kind of down and over the plate. Murphy ripped it in the left.
Well, this is a critical spot here. Obviously, a 2-0 game, 2 on, and he's up to 91, as you mentioned. And here's Ozzie Albies, who's gone 0 for 2. Pair of flyouts to left, only 1 away. Game tonight could well be in the balance right now. I mentioned Birdie throwing in the pen. But the lefty with a 1-0 to Ozzie Albies and a ground ball to
Yeah, this game's pissing me off, but I'm having a lot of fun on Twitter right now.
Bregman has nowhere to go, and the bases are loaded on the base hit. 3 consecutive singles. They're all filled up now. Base hit for Ozzie Albies.
Don't see that often. Early on, there were some struggles from Bregman, standing over there at third base. I don't know what this is going to go down, but it is a tough little in-between pick. Just so accustomed to seeing him pick it all the time. That was going to be a tag to third and a throw to first. And maybe get
Bases are loaded here.
They'll go in as a base hit. Here's Harris.
That's strike 1 to Michael Harris Jr.
So it's Olsen at third, Murphy at second, Albies at first. Crochet trying to get out of this with 1 away. Harris a single and a ground out. National League Rookie of the Year 2022. And they're loaded. Right through it, foul tipped. 1-2.
One thing in mind here. All right, 1 out, base loaded, 1-2 count. Try to finish him off yourself. Bring the corners in now.
Crochet with the big kick. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge out for the lefty. 2 gone. He puts away Harris, and now comes Stuart Fairchild, right-hand hitter.
Oh, good cutter away there. Cutters, sweepers. It's a big one, but you got to get ahead here now and finish off Fairchild.
Verdugo wearing a helmet in their dugout. 0-1. Pitches for Crochet. 2 down, bases jammed, and the 0-1.
I'm having so much fun on Twitter right now, just trolling this guy.
Started the inning with a strikeout of Ozuna, then 3 consecutive singles to load him up. He just fanned Harris. Here's the 1-1 home. In there for a strike. 1-2.
Finish this guy off. Fairchild now 3 for 28 in a year. Punched him out in the 5th. Going to finish him off here in the 7th.
Respect for him finishing it off.
Pitch is 30th of the inning. Trying to get the fans into it. 1-2 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Lay off that. 101 pitches. They lead it first, second, and third. 2-2 home. Just got a piece of it. The nudge it foul. Fairchild's hit into a double play and struck out. Crochet trying to get him again. They lead all the way around.
And there you go. Nice.
Miles an hour to lead them loaded. Middle of the 7th, 2-0 Atlanta.
Bases were loaded with 1 out. And Garrett Crochet got out of it without giving up any more damage. Just gets still a game. Bullpen's going to come in, though, and they're going to fucking blow it.
Embrace the thrill of the drive with the all-new fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron.
Well, I wouldn't say blow it. The game's kind of already... I mean, Crochet did his job tonight, giving up 2 runs.
That also special sweater is on a miraculous
really good. I mean,
across the country to where it belongs.
It's the offense's fault.
Nothing will stop him. Not terrible weather, nor the perils of bureaucracy. Now that's delivery at the speed of. If you can buy something miles away with a tap, your insurance should let you file a claim with a tap. It's about time insurance does that. Lemonade, changing insurance, starting with everything.
5 a.m. or 5 p.m.
Heavy and loud.
Or light and quiet. Solo session. Or team effort. It's where the work begins.
And never really ends.
However you train, the gym is yours.
Lace up at nobleproject.com.
Making beach towels. Now that's serious business. The guys at SandCloud chose a serious business card. The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. Like this fabulous fabric. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more.
Our 2% cash back helps us build their retail store.
You need a place to sell all these great looking towels. What's in your wallet?
When the everyday excess falls away, and we instead prioritize what matters, we find we can go further with less. Siggy Skier, full of protein, less ingredients, less sugar. Less sets you free.
Pitching line, you'll take this any day of the week. Brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. So his 5th start of 7 innings or more, that leads Major League Baseball.
Really good. Again, 2 solo home runs beat him. You got to get to this guy, though.
Crochet pitching out of a bases-loaded jam with only 1 out, and he struck out Harris and Fairchild back-to-back to escape. But he's had no offensive support yet. Left side tonight 0 for 2. He's flat out and struck out. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Atlanta. I'm getting to start tonight in right field. And the 2-0 from Sale. Strike. He's at 85 pitches. Red Sox have been a very good offensive team. They lead the American League in hits. They're tied for the American League lead in double. And they rank second in extra base hits, fifth in Major League Baseball in that category. At times inconsistent, but that has not been the number one problem for this team, not by a long shot.
Not recently, no.
Aaron Gordon has a left hamstring strain. Oh, that's not good.
Scoring position.
I saw him grabbing at it last night
As good as those numbers are
during the game. So, honestly, I kind of forgot about it and just assumed that it was all okay, but turns out that it's not. And there's a nice base hit for Rob Refsnyder, and that's gone! That'll be a home run for Rob Refsnyder. Let's go!
Rob loves his lefties. And he takes Sale out for his third home run of the year. And that brings Fenway alive. Really, for the first time tonight.
A little hanging sweeper, slider, whatever he wants to call it. We were talking about it. Rob's been left at home plate twice. He's seen about 20 pitches in 2 at-bats. So he's seen a lot from Sale, and he didn't miss that hanger.
Campbell.
Here's Christian Campbell. Here's strike one.
And this Red Sox home run brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today.
A little get-me-over. A little get-me-over slider that we've seen before, but Rob doesn't let him get away with it. Here it is. He just threw that right down the middle. Wasn't trying to back foot it, trying to buy a strike, thinking maybe Refsnyder would take it. Stays through it, gets it just over that wall.
Cross for a strike. Red Sox breaking in. The Fenway Greens goes well with the Wally lid. 1-run game. Into center field. Harris in a bit. 1 down. Campbell 0 for 3. In front of Trevor Story.
You go 1 in now, right? You got a righty out in that bullpen. Goals in offense, it's, sometimes you come in, it's like, all right, let's not let him finish this inning. Don't let him get through 7. Let's knock him out. Let's have him walk off the field in the middle of this inning, get to this bullpen.
Reichert working, and Chapman working the towel.
98.
82 pitches, still bringing it. Trevor Story is grounded a short 2 times. Rolls that one 5. He's always hit Atlanta well. 35 career games, 365 for Trevor. Hernandez, the right-hander, loosening in their pen.
He goes down in Atlanta his first year where he started getting hot. Remember that stretch he had when he first showed up? Down to Atlanta, he started hitting.
In such a wild swing because at the top of the season he swung the bat so well. And when scores dropped him from that cleanup spot to the 6 hole. Run in on the Refsnyder home run, 1 away. We're in the 7th. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, 2 down.
On number 2. Up comes Nick Sogard.
Slider below the hands. Yeah, 81 miles an hour. That follows 98. See how he's got way out in front of it. It's hard. That's a big separation between those 2 pitches.
8 strikeouts for Chris. And now Sogard has a base hit. He's grounded back to the mound. 2-1 Atlanta. Once in a while you build up a pitcher's duel and it explodes right away. Somebody gets blown out, doesn't turn into a pitcher's duel, but this one has been tonight.
2-1. 3 solo shots. Really. Crochet got out of a little bit of a jam there after 3 consecutive hits, but
I've been having a okay.
Both guys have been very sharp.
I want to break down. Oh my god.
Think back about how the outs on the base pass was with him at the plate, a left-handed killer. You didn't give him a chance, right, with guys on. Ran into a couple outs.
Sox have lost 2 men on the bases tonight. Swinging, there's a drive, headed to the wall.
That's going to be off the wall for Nick Sogard. He's going to get in there with no, I don't like that. And he's safe. No, he was safe. He was safe.
Sogard cut down.
I don't know. I think Cora should look at that.
Third man lost on the bases tonight.
He's not going to.
Sox. Another look at the plays. Go to the break.
Oh no, he was out.
Sogard out to retire the side.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Thank you. Hey, what do you do here?
Get a gig that's built to last.
All right, I'll break down this troll job that I'm doing on this guy.
I'm Chase Sarno.
This is fun. This is a lot of fun.
Co-founder of Dharma Athletics Baseballism Academy.
I said, so it was Philadelphia Phillies. You guys know the Phillies game was delayed tonight. Apparently there wasn't actually any rain. They were just delaying it for like possible incoming rain. It ended up starting around 8:30. So they were like, update, first pitch will be at 8:30 p.m. And this one guy says, his name is DJ Biz. He said, too late. I already had to leave because I have kids. Sat there for an hour without a drop of rain. And then I said, why is I have kids just an excuse for everything? Like, what does you having kids have to do with waiting an hour and a half at a baseball game? I don't see the correlation here. And then he just says, shut the fuck up, weirdo. And I'm like, instead of making a point, this is what you say. I'm sure your kids are pissed at you for making them leave. I doubt they are mad at the Phillies. It's a Friday night, bro. No school tomorrow. And then he says, go back in your hole, fatso. And I said, you ruined this experience for your children, not the Phillies. And he said, do you know the age of my children? What I have planned tomorrow? If we have to get up early, their medical status? No. So shut the fuck up and mind your business, fat boy. And then I called him a failure of a father. And then he sends me this Office meme. This meme from The Office. Fuck. It's just the fat guy laughing. And then I said, I'm gonna tell him to go live with grandma. She makes good cookies. You make gross-ass beef stew and couldn't make a cheesesteak if your life depended on it. And then he sent me my profile picture. And I was like, that's a public photo, DJ bitch. Send me your mixtape and I'll make an honest review of it. And he said, ask your mom. She listened to it last night. And I said, they have boom boxes 6 feet underground? Didn't know that. Sucks that she had to listen to that. And he said, technology is wild these days, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, sure is, man. This was fun. Hopefully we can run it back sometime. You know, I think it was I think we had some fun.
In fact, the Red Sox have had 3 men put out on the base path tonight.
Yeah, you want to kind of put pressure on a guy like Sale, but not giving yourself a chance, right? For that big 2-run shot or the double off the wall to tie it up or whatever it may be.
Ground ball right back to the pitcher, knocked down by Weiss, who got the body in the way and recovers in time to get the out. Allen retired. And 1 gone.
It's good outing by that man there. 5 times you're getting 7 from him. That's what you want. A couple solo homers.
Be ashamed if that were enough to beat him tonight. Top of the order in White, who's gone 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Seven hits for the Braves. Red Sox been held to 5. It's Chris Sale. Eaton for a strike with a slider at 87. Braves right now are 22 and 22. They came stumbling out of the gate. They lost the first 7 games of the season. Line shot caught by Bregman. 2 down.
This is that play that ended the 7th inning with Nick Solgaard. Got a slider and ripped it off the wall. But I've said many times, what you want to do and what you should do are 2 different things. What you want to do is get in scoring position with 2 outs. But when you round first and you see the way it was played by White out in left field, what you should do is probably pull up the brakes and stay at first and give Narvaez a shot.
Yeah, the hesitation really cost him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, 2 outs, you want to take a shot, right? It's just, here at Fenway Park, this is what Alex talks about, playing better at Fenway. Other teams should run into outs.
That's right.
At second. This is where you play, right?
And there's a fly ball routine playing right to Rev Snyder. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Do up to the right
That's on
side.
number 3.
8, 9, and 1. Narvaez, Rafaela, and Duran.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. The solution, a drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
Win 1 championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Let's spotlight some of the unsung heroes here at MLB.tv.
Check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX's AI-first solutions. It empowers agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI-first solutions.
This is not a blue moon. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. Now it is. A Valencia orange makes a blue moon, and everything a little brighter.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
The problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent.
Really?
Really? I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods are packed with more soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing action. Plus, the grease-fighting power of Dawn, easily removing up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods.
That's impressive.
And it works so well, it even keeps your filter clean. Cascade, the #1 recommended brand. Just scrape, load, and you're done.
Oh, pizza!
We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Suds. It'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, cleaned and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Suds, the better grease getter.
We check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
Coach Chris Sale, he was fantastic. Had that slider that we've seen many, many times. Down and in, way to run lefties. Got Narvaez there, same thing with Rafaela. Then, of course, he's still got 97, 98. He paints it on Alex Bregman in a big spot with men in the corners. Ooh, really good in this one.
Yeah. He was good last year, too, in the 2 outings against his former team, the Red Sox. 13 innings, 1 run. Daysbel Hernandez comes out of their bullpen.
So Daysbel Hernandez coming to pitch for the Braves.
Streak of 38 2/3. The only home run he's allowed in his major league career. A 2-run shot to Massa.
It's been a very fast game.
Last in July of 23. Right here at Fenway.
Who's that?
Honestly, most of this game I've just been trolling this guy on Twitter. Not much has happened this game, so.
Narvaez over 2. He struck out 2 times. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2-1 Atlanta.
A couple of sliders here from Hernandez. Now, listen, hard throw, a fastball slider, 98. But he has walked 11 in 19 innings.
2-1, 98 on the gun.
He hasn't given up a hit this year in that fastball. 98, but you don't usually see that, do you?
Just away at 99, 3-1.
He's in an outing back against Pittsburgh just May 10th where he walked 4. He's had a few of those types of outings where he's walked multiple guys.
Drops it in there, back with the slider at a full count. Cedon on deck. Not many base runners for Sox tonight. Only 5 hits. 3-2. And walked him. So you've got one man here that an all-important leadoff man is on. in the 8th.
Tomorrow, Dining Playbook, Billy and Jenny, they're going to stop by Madeline's for a taste of specialty candy in the South End. Tune in tomorrow at 9, only on Nesson, streaming on Nesson 360. It's presented by New England Chevy Dealers.
Hendricks up in the pen. Hamilton is going to run now for Narvaez. And representing the tying run at the bottom of the 8th. With nobody out.
Tying runs on first base.
Many times. I love the clutch hit. Doesn't have to be a
Come on, Sadan. Be clutch here.
Spin it.
Hamilton runs and he bunts it foul. He got a great jump, Hamilton did. He'll have to go back to first.
So Hamilton had tried to steal that, but with the bunt foul, he's going to have to go back to first.
And strike one.
Once again, I don't know, miscommunication or what, but you don't bunt and run. Either Hamilton's taking off and you let him go and then bunt him. We put this bunt down. What do you do?
Oh, throw over. He got back in. He was leaning the wrong way.
I don't know. Rafaela bunting on his own, but if he steals second, you put a bunt down, great, he's on second. He just stole the bag. Like,
he's in the game to steal. He runs. Off bunt and a bobble by Murphy. He'll dive into second with a theft. That's more like it. Red Sox have the tying run in scoring position. Hamilton safely in.
Yeah, this is more like it. You know, you square the bunt, keep the catcher back a little bit, and then pull back because you're seeing them take off. He offered it that first one. Now you can still put it down and get him over to third if you want.
Duran on deck. One showing bunt and bunted through it. Ooh, didn't he? He did not. He was able to hold it.
I thought I saw the ball past the bat. That ball's by him. He tried to bunt that.
Sox caught a break on that one. Wow. Caught a break. Swing it away. Came up empty. 2-2.
That's one of those you putting the bunt on, right? It's a 2-1. Sometimes you see the bunt and it's a 1-0 count. You take it off to buy the guy a fastball to do some damage. And he got it. He just swung through it.
Foul on a play as he hangs in again. 99 poured in there by Hernandez. Atlanta ahead 2-1, but the Red Sox have the tying run at second. Nobody out. A golden chance here against their bullpen. 3-2.
It's a good take. So down with a little bit of swing mode against Chris Sale. Those sliders down in, we're getting them, but
a full count here for Sadan Rafaela.
Way off the plate. Slider down away. It's a good take for him.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball deep short.
And that'll be... Oh, that's safe! Oh, no, that's safe.
Heck of a play by Allen, a deep short.
Nope, no challenge.
One down.
Well, that's why he's out there. Nick Allen can play some shortstop. Plus 9 outs above average. It's now maybe 10 because of Rafaela's speed down the line. Be able to get him by half a step. That's impressive.
Here's Duran, who's had an excellent night. A walk, a triple, and a single. First one in there for strike one.
Hamilton always stole a base threat. But with the lefty at the plate, it's a real clean throw for Murphy to third. And with the way the Sox on the base paths, I'd rather see these next couple guys swinging.
Absolutely. 1-2. Too many men have been out on the bases tonight for the Red Sox. Devers on deck. Then Bregman on away. Is Duran heating up? Fouled away. Good rip. In 99. .347 with men in scoring position. So that's the one number that really pops for him. Trying to drive in Hamilton. Great speed in the box and at second. Flores with a 1-2.
Okay, that's 2-2.
He checked the swing. Not going the slider, 2-2. Devers next. Raffy tonight, 0 for 2 and a walk. Chance to do some damage here, trying to tie it up or better in the 8th inning. Seven home runs for Devers. Came at him with a fastball. 1-1.
Location though, up and in, up and away. He can drive it to left, that little slider down and in. He can drop the head to right. That fastball up and in is a tough pitch for him to do stuff with.
And no pitch. That got dangerous there. Raffy had asked for timeout and he got it. Home plate umpire Quinn Walcott racing out of there. The guy throws 99.
Yeah, that's not fun for anybody. You got 99 ready to come at you.
Hernandez never saw the time granted.
Murphy wasn't ready either. He was with Raffy and Walcott.
Now the 0-1 into the dirt, a block by Murphy to hold Hamilton. 2-1 Atlanta, 8th inning. The Sox try to rally late.
A one-run game. Got to win one.
Broken record. Foul.
Once again, you're coming into this after 6 innings, into that 7th inning, trailing in a game. Was it 0-16 and trailing after 6?
Hard to believe.
They got to pull one out, right?
A couple of numbers that are really
So
tough
1-2 count here to Rafael Devers.
Ground ball to first.
And that'll be grounded to first for
taking himself.
out number 3. So the Red Sox will have one more chance tonight. The Braves will try to extend their lead. We head to the 9th inning in Boston, Massachusetts, in a 2-1 ball
Chevy
game.
is called the heartbeat of America. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
If the name wasn't obvious enough, the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip basket is tossed in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo. That means layers of flavor from the top, bottom, left, right, inside, outside, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the sauced and tossed chicken strip basket, available in honey barbecue or new buffalo. Hurry in and try them today, only at DQ.
How do you sleep at night? On a mattress from Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
At Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale, get a queen mattress and adjustable base for just $499.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm, sleep at night.
Every player on a team knows the value of a great coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy and support. At New York Life, we know the power of having someone by your side.
Little
That's why we're proud.
Celtics Knicks update
guidance partner of
here.
Major League Baseball.
They're about to reach. Oh my God, that's bad. They are about to reach halftime. Got under a minute and a half left in the second quarter. Oh my God. The Knicks are beating the Celtics 58-32. Oh my God. Yeah, the Celtics are done. Bad night in Boston, it looks like. Maybe the Red Sox could can give them something.
Trying to get the boys ready, but they still trail this one 2-1. They certainly pitched well enough for a win. 8 strikeouts, no walks, 2 runs in 7 innings. But the Sox are down as we go to the 9th. Liam Hendricks out of the bullpen to take on Ozuna. Connor Wong taking over behind the plate. There's the new catcher. Liam Hendricks has been very good. A perfect 7th on Wednesday in Detroit. His last 8 outings have all been scoreless. Liam never afraid to back down from the truth. He said it the other day after the series loss in Detroit. He said, we have definitely underperformed what we think we can do. And he also said at his homestand, I think we can really make a push. There's a lot of talent in this clubhouse.
Well, there is. They know it. They just have to put something together. You got to try to keep this thing at 2-1.
Drills a strike at 95, 3-1 on Ozuna.
Good. The fastball 95, 96. The slider curveball been getting that swing and miss that he's accustomed to, but you get to get kind of really those high leverage moments.
He's going to walk it. Something Ozuna does a lot when anybody in baseball is on here in the 9th. Our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Chris Sale is really good, and so is Garrett Crochet. So the pitchers do envision that played out. But Olsen and Murphy early in the game, back-to-back home runs. Rev Snyder with his 3rd of the year. The only run the Red Sox have so far. Popped up back out of play. Big cut by Matt Olsen. He has one of those home runs. He has gone 2 for 3. As you might expect with really good pitching, not a lot of hits in the game. Total of 12. Braves have 7. Ozuna is on.
So Ozuna's on. Matt Olson's up.
8 home runs for him.
The closer Iglesias is up. He does have a 5.71 ERA. Getting hit, put up a lot of home runs.
Liam Hendricks, the pitcher.
Keep it right where it is right now.
Yankees have carried a 6-1 lead over the Mets in the 7th. Just off the plate. 2-1. Tomorrow night's game will be on Fox at 7:15. Giolito against Holmes in game 2. Disappeared. 2-2.
Still got that good slider. Almost a 58% whiff rate on that this year. First, we're about location, right? Locating that fastball and then allowing that secondary stuff to play.
Foul away. Red Sox featuring these brand new City Connects tonight. 2-2. And down he goes, strike 3. Woke off a curveball, strike him out. 1 away.
It's a good late breaker, too. After throwing fastballs on top of the zone, this looks like a heater up. Last minute, you see that little awkward swing. It was a late swing from Olsen.
Williams will run for Ozuna. Snitker goes to Luke Williams, and that brings up Sean Murphy, who's homered at single.
He's got a couple of bats, hasn't been thrown out yet.
Not running, and strike.
Liam's kind of like one of those rare closers that actually care about the man on first. You know, as far as his windup goes, we've seen, Chapman's got a big delivery. We saw Kenley last year as well. He's pretty quick with this leg kick.
Stand put again, a foul ball, fastball at 95. Top of the 9th there, in the bottom half, it'll be Bregman, Rev Snyder, Campbell due up. Bernardino up in the Sox pen. Found a green glove too. And the 0-2 bounced up there and stopped by Wong.
Nice block by Wong. he has done a much better job this year. You know, I know Narvaez gets a lot of the praise because he's probably played in twice as many games, but he's been a plus framer and a plus blocker too this year. Last year the metrics weren't kind to him with something he worked on in the offseason. That's a big one. Keep this double play alive and get man on second.
1-2 to Murphy. Got a piece of it. Red Sox trying to avoid another one-run defeat. They are 4-12 in one-run games. In fact, they've lost 8 consecutive one-run games. Runner goes. Ground ball toward third, picked off by Bregman.
That'll be grounded to first, round number 2.
By Sogard over there, the runner holding it
The
second.
runner holds it second. Thought he was going to advance down to third, actually.
So 2 down.
Runner's at second. I don't know why this says he's
That's a giant
at
run
first.
Second base for the Braves.
There we go. Updated.
Bailey will come out. With Albies the batter, and on the night he is 1 for 3 with a single. On the left side of the plate, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. Run 5 hits and no errors for the Red Sox. The only run in the game for Boston. A home run in the 7th inning, solo shot by Rob Refsnyder. The only run in the game for Atlanta, a pair of home runs, back-to-back shots in the 2nd inning for the Braves. A night that made history here at Fenway Park. Red Sox becoming the first team in the history of the game to face back-to-back Cy Young winners. Skubal and Sale. Sale was really good, and so was Garrett Crochet. Tried to hold, and he did. Ball 1.
They put it on Skubal. They put 5 on him. But here tonight, Sale was on top of his game. Fastball, slider was fantastic.
Albies not a big guy, but he packs some punches. Hit 5 home runs. Leaves a pinch runner. Leads from second. And strike. Dropped in a slider, 2-1.
Maybe that conversation, hey, let's give him your best stuff here, 2-0. Go with the breaking ball, base open. We got the lefty out there for Harris on deck, if needed.
Three and 1. He's walked a man in the inning. Good count for Albies.
You don't want to give in. Try to paint something or get him to chase something.
Yeah, he went. Swung the bat on
Yeah,
the slider.
that's strike 2.
He'll debate it.
Ozzie was saying he didn't swing.
Well, there's a lot of body here. There's no question about it. And he went.
So full count. Hunter edging away from second. And he will put him on. That's going to be ball 4. So it'll be first and second with 2 away. And here comes Cora.
Cora's coming out. Gonna have a pitching change. Brendan Bernardino's going to come into the game.
And he will make the move to the pen with that huge run in scoring position for Atlanta. So another tense one here for the Sox. 2-1 the Braves will take the break as the Red Sox go back to the pen.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. You're up. Go Yard. Sweat isn't sweet. It's earned. Day in and day out. Through hard work, grit, and craftsmanship. A life built by your own hands. You feel the difference when you get it right. Stay salty.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe light, safe light.
Don't wait. Go to safelight.com and schedule now.
Safe light repair, safe light replace.
When you're with Amex Platinum, travel benefits at fine hotels and resorts make for a vacation that really stays with her. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Subaru of New England, the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester, Subaru of New England.com. Yuengling Traditional Lager, the iconic American lager made by the oldest brewery in America, and by W.B. Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. So tonight's starters, both really good. This was billed as that kind of a matchup. They each delivered.
No question about it. If you're looking for a pitcher's duel, it's exactly what you got. Crochet gave up two solo shots. Sale a solo shot of his own, and that's really been it. Both guys are on top of their game.
Bernardino on, and Harris runners at first and second. Facing Harris, who has gone 1 for 3 a single.
Right. Let's get out of this, Bernie.
By Wong, who's made a couple of good plays since he came on.
Another nice block there by Connor to keep guys at first and second. You don't want second and third here. Bernie's done a nice job. Not a lot of high leverage opportunities for him, but lefty's hitting 200, righty's hitting 175. 183 overall, 165 ERA.
Scoreless his last 7 times out. 1-0. And drifted outside. Talk about all the one-run games the Sox have been involved in. 16. Atlanta's been involved in 19 of them. They've gone 9 and 10. 3-0. One more like that, they're going to be loaded up with 2 down. Fairchild on deck. And that's going to be ball 4.
It's going to load the bases.
Of the inning here in the 9th, issued by.
So this is where they hit the grand slam, and totally just fucking pisses me off.
He came in here to get that lefty out.
We gotta win on fucking new City Connect night.
So for Stu Fairchild, this is the 2nd time tonight he comes to bat with the bases loaded. The last time
he's hitting 103 on the year.
At the hand of Garrett Crochet. It's ball 1.
Gotta get strike 1 here now. Get back into attack mode.
The 1-0. And a strike. All filled up, 2 down in the 9th.
1-1 count. Stuart Fairchild.
Fairchild hitting 103 with 1 RBI. Fouls it away.
It's going to be fouled off.
And Bernardino in front 1-2.
It's a good fastball up and away. It sets up really what's been his best pitch here now all year long, and that's that changeup. Right, he's just 1 for 17 off of it. It's been a good one. He just developed this past year. See if he goes to it right here.
Fairchild took timeout.
Bases loaded. In a 1-run game. 1-2 pitch.
And that's 2-2.
Again by Connor. 1-2-2.
It's dangerous to that slider down there by his feet. Guy getting 100, right?
Bernardino trying to put Fairchild away and escape this jam in the 9th inning. A 2-2 pitch. Would chase it.
And that's 3-2, full count.
And the string is out.
There's that change.
Come on.
But now he has to throw a strike.
Gotta throw a strike.
9 pitches, only 2 strikes. Gotta come in here with something. Take your chances here.
Bernardino over the 3-2. And walked into 4th center right.
God damn it.
Williams will score a giant.
It's gonna make it a 3-1 game. And now we're probably going to get that second run. I guarantee it. We're going to get that second run, but we're not going to get the third run.
Reloaded here for the number 9 man, Allen. Bailey out for a conversation. 10 pitches for Bernardino, only 2 strikes. And the bases loaded walk.
Yeah, you know, usually he comes in and it's just right at you, right? Sink or strike one and then expand. And it started with Harris trying to live on the edges. And then Fairchild, he's 3 for 29 on the season. Just couldn't get anything in there.
Allen's got 1 for 3, a base hit. And they're filled up again. Well, he just can't find a strike zone. A 3-1 Atlanta lead. Bernardino tried to locate it. And he misses
2-0.
again. For ball
Dude,
two.
this is bad.
To get that one right. Normally you can say that's been called a strike before, but not 12 pitches, 2 strikes.
The 2-0 from the lefty.
That'll be a strike.
Albies, Harris, and Fairchild leading away 3rd to 1st. And another one downstairs, 3-1.
That's a ball.
And he's in deep trouble again. Birdie up the second time, and the Sox bench just recalled today from the Woo Sox. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Allen. And that's going to be
ball 4, another fucking run.
Forced down. 4-1 as this one is bleeding away in the 9th inning. Red Sox bullpen.
We suck.
5, and Cora's seen enough. 5 in the inning.
We
And
fucking
4
suck.
To make it 4-1.
It's a 4-1 game. We fucking suck.
Touches of black. They stand for elegance, refinement, and though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light.
Kia, movement that inspires.
After my second tour in Iraq as an F-16 pilot, I witnessed a family as their fallen soldier returned home. I felt a calling to help. Budweiser has believed in Folds of Honor for 15 years. Today, we honor our veterans and the 62,000 scholarships awarded to their families. That's more than enough to fill this stadium. Buy a Budweiser and join us in supporting military families.
Well, sweetheart, when we bundle our home and auto with the personal price plan, we save. And you just can't put a price on that.
Well, I mean, you can. It's your price. Like, you make it affordable. Just technically.
Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Take a load off it. Take a load for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Do you use a loan service?
Absolutely not. I have you.
To me, loan service is a scam.
Nobody's going to pay attention to your lawn like you do.
Time now for Comforts at Home, presented by Bernie and Phil. Save up to 20% off during the Memorial Day savings event at Bernie and Phil's. So the homestand underway. Red Sox are down in this one 4-1 with the bases reloaded. Nick Birdie out of the bullpen, taking on Eli White.
Eli White. Nick Birdie's pitching. This is his first game with the Red Sox.
Birdie was fantastic down in Worcester. See the numbers, .54 ERA and 25 strikeouts. The big number for him with the 5 walks. This is a guy that never consistently really threw strikes. The stuff's not questioned.
He was brought to the big league team today.
7.
Earlier today.
White trying to really put this
strike
team on
2.
ice. He's 0 for 4 though. 2-2.
Something clicked for him down in Worcester because he's been pounding the zone. See that slider there as well. He's got a changeup.
They lead at first, second, and third. 2 away, the 0-2. He hangs in. Crowd 34,648. They have not been given many reasons to scream and shout this evening on this Friday. It's not yet.
It doesn't matter anymore if we fucking...
0-2 from the lane. Jason. Four runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. A run on 5 hits, no errors for the Sox. 1-2 pitch.
And that's ball 2.
Oh. So 2-2, 2 down.
Connor Wong is behind the plate now.
Right-handers 2-2 home. Line shot, but a foul.
Yeah, foul off.
Off third, they'll do it again. Sox coming home after a very frustrating road trip that saw them go 2-4 between Kansas City and Detroit. Two very good ball clubs. Hoping to right the ship at home. 2-2. High chop on the infield. Bregman on the charge. Gets rid of it.
Yeah, that's going to be out number 3. But the Braves score 2 more runs there. And that'll make it a 4-1 Braves lead as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Trying to
It's not something about a hat and boots.
make
and
something
clothes.
happen.
It's literally taking care of the animals. This is their job. Some days you don't have time to stop for meals or breaks, but we know we have to take care of ourselves. We have a pretty big job, and the element plays a big part in me being able to get all of that done. If you want to put a lot out, you better put some back in. When you stay salty, you're living wisely.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Something amazing is happening here. Climate researchers are weathering a data storm. That's because CDW transformed their devices and infrastructure with Lenovo ThinkPads and powerful edge-to-cloud solutions, delivering faster insights and increased performance, giving them the scale to stay ready for whatever's next. Make amazing happen. Lenovo and CDW.
We take a look at the projected starters presented by Friendly Toast for the rest of the series. Tomorrow at 7, Holmes against Giolito. And on Sunday, Schwellenbach against Bay at 1:30. We'll have that game on this, and tomorrow's on Fox. Red Sox wearing the new Fenway greens tonight. They debut them, but they're down 4-1 to the bottom of the 9th inning. Raisel Iglesias out of their bullpen. As Lou mentioned,
Raisel Iglesias, the pitcher. Alex Bregman's up.
Already this year. Last year, only gave up 4. The changeup, it's a good one. Got a good fastball, 95.
Quiet night so far for Breggy. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, fly out. 11 home runs for the third baseman.
And that's 2. Oh, that hit him.
Gets hit by the pitch, he'll take his base. So Red Sox start with a base runner. Here at the bottom of the 9th.
We see Abreu there waiting.
To have a base runner.
Ref here and kind of save Abreu. You know, maybe in a 1-run game he might hit for Refsnyder, but now that you're down 3,
Everyone get
you want to
loud.
save him as we get down here towards that bottom of the order for that 3-run shot.
Let's go.
Rob Snyder's provided the
Come on,
only run
Rob.
tonight with a solo home run in the 7th. Taking strike 1.
Well, he still gives you a good at bat. That's why, you know, righty comes in, he's still a professional at bat. You don't have to pull him. He's not just a lefty specialist.
The fuck is that?
You maybe for time run.
I don't like that.
The ground ball softly. Riley with a charge. Has to get rid of it fast and does. One down, Bregman to second.
You know, this is where
There's a fucking like fly of some sort.
talk about losing.
I think it's a bee, honestly, or a wasp.
Thrown out of the bases 3 times here tonight. 5 walks in the 9th to give him 2 insurance runs. I mean, this should be the tying run on second base right now.
Absolutely. And Campbell to hit her 0 for 3.
Here's Christian Campbell.
2 flyouts and a tapper to short. And strike.
Strike 1.
4-1 Braves, bottom of the 9th. Game 1 of a 10-game homestand, longest of the year.
Here's 1-1. I think he just went out the way he came back. Yeah, I think he just went back out the way he came in.
2-1.
We got Hamilton out of the game.
I don't see him now.
Oh, he's in the game. Got a Brady with
He's probably still in here.
on the bench.
2-2.
It's 2-2.
Sort of looking at like a Brady. Where's he getting the at bat? Is he getting for Story? He'll play short. You can make some things work there, right? Sogard. Can't hit him for long. The catch you got.
We're trying to find where to stick him in. The 2-2 ended.
You're picking a spot here, whether it's Story or Sogard.
Trevor on deck. Armed Forces weekend coming up at Fenway. 2-2 home from the right-hander.
And that's strike 3. Fuck.
2 gone.
Well, now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Well, again, not the time run at the plate. I would have thought a Brave maybe comes out here just in case.
I deadass think he went out the way he came in.
I mean, Sogard.
I don't see him no more.
Trevor going up the middle.
And there's a base hit for Trevor Story. That'll score a run. So he, like I said, did get that run back. We would have tied up the fucking game. If we didn't fucking get those walks.
Still kicking.
Brady comes out. So we talk about
Come on,
Story
Nick.
getting fastballs to hit, putting your swing on it. He gets a fastball, he doesn't foul it off, and he just does enough to get this thing up the middle. But again, now it's almost pours salt in the wound, doesn't it? Talking about that top of the 9th.
Well, we're talking about home runs. It's been trouble for Iglesias. And for Wilyer Abreu, who will bat here, 19 of his 27 RBI have come via the home run.
Come on.
And he represents the
No,
time
it's
run.
Willier coming
Two
in.
down in the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox on to Raylan.
Come on, Willier. Be clutch, please.
279 with 11 home runs for Abreu. Runner goes, and it's in there for a strike.
All right.
Story down to second.
Trevor Story down to second.
With 2 away. Indifference on that. No stolen base granted. And, and a strike.
Strike 2.
So he's in the hole 0-2.
That's a good spot. Just catches that outside corner, maybe a little bit off the plate.
0-2 swing and a high fly ball, very shallow.
And that's gonna do it.
Run in for Fairchild, and he will make the catch.
So the Red Sox lose. We somehow fucking lose on fucking new City Connect night.
They had chances to do better tonight.
Two little mistakes, right? Whether it's on the base paths or
That'll bring
not trying
our
to keep this a 2-1 game.
season record to 5-9 and our all-time record to 36-42.
It's tough to win that way. You know, kind of shoot themselves in the foot sometimes, make it harder on themselves.
You see it there. Atlanta recovering from that awful start. Now over 500. Stay tuned for the WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC and
Not happy with that at all.
The loss against the Braves, previewing tomorrow's pitching matchup between Giolito and Holmes. That and more coming up in 60 seconds.
If you know luxury, it's not just a bar.
We would have gotten. We should be in like the 10th inning right now. We honestly should be. Because we got that run. Obviously, there's like that thing where it's like you never really know how it would have ended if they did get those two out or that out before they gave up a run. Like obviously, butterfly effect. You never actually know what would have happened, but it's just frustrating.
University of Maryland Global Campus believes in its students, and
you know, I literally predicted that we would get that run back,
credit for the experience,
and then we did.
At the bottom, I had life experience, and I had actual.
It's fucking annoying.
But
yeah,
and helped cut down the cost.
Braves win 4-2 against the Red Sox. Some scores from around the league. The Pittsburgh Pirates and Phillies game that was in a rain delay started and is in the bottom of the 5th inning. They are tied 0-0 in Philadelphia. The Nationals and Orioles game was also in a rain delay. They started at like 7:15. They're in the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles are leading 3-2 in Baltimore. The Yankees are beating the Mets 6-1 at the bottom of the 8th at the Yankee Stadium. Toronto Blue Jays and Detroit Tigers. The Tigers are leading 5-4 in the top of the 9th in Toronto. Marlins Rays. Marlins are beating the Rays 9-4 in the bottom of the 8th in Miami. The Cardinals are beating the Royals 7-2 in the top of the 7th. That was on a 1985 World Series night. They were celebrating. They had like the 1985 team back, the Royals, and they're losing. Rangers are beating the Astros 2-0 in the top of the 6th in Arlington. The Twins are beating the Brewers 3-0 in Milwaukee heading to the bottom of the 6th. The D-backs and the Rockies are in the bottom of the 1st in Arizona, and they are tied. The Mariners are beating the Padres 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st in San Diego. And then the Dodgers and Angels, and then the Giants and the A's will start within the next half hour. But tonight, for this game, for the winning Atlanta Braves, Matt Olson hit a home run off of Garrett Crochet in the 2nd inning, and then immediately after that, Sean Murphy hit a home run in the 2nd inning off of Garrett Crochet. That was a very fun sequence of fucking events, you know? Allen and Fairchild both had a 2-out RBI. And then nobody had a stolen base. For pitching for Atlanta, Chris Sale got the win, his 2nd on the year, bringing his record to 2-3. He gave up he pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 8, gave up 1 home run, has a 3.62 ERA. Daysbel Hernandez pitched 1 inning, walked 1 batter, and struck out 1, has a 1.80 ERA. Raisel Iglesias got the save, his 8th of the year. He pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, walked 0, struck out 1, has a 5.89 ERA. And then for the Boston Red Sox, Rob Refsnyder had the home run in the 7th inning off of Chris Sale, and then Trevor Story had an RBI. Jarren Duran had a stolen base. David Hamilton had a stolen base. And then pitching for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet got the loss. His 3rd of the year, bringing his record to 4-3. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, struck out 8, gave up 2 home runs, and those 2 home runs. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, he gave up those 2 home runs and has a 2 ERA. Greg Weissert did actually pretty good this game. Pitched 1 inning and has a 3.26 ERA. Liam Hendricks pitched 2/3 an inning, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs. He didn't give up a single hit. Walked 2, struck out 1, and has a 3.38 ERA. Brandon Bernardino did not get a single out. He walked 3 and has a 1.65 ERA. And then Nick Birdie pitched a third of an inning and has a 0.00 ERA. Time of the ball game was 2 hours and 35 minutes. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end this shit right here, guys. I think I'll be live for the Red Sox tomorrow night. I think that's going to be my priority over the All-Star Heats. But I think I'm going to try to stream those too. I will be streaming the truck race, though, regardless. What's the North Wilkesboro weather look like? Let's see. Oh no, it looks great tomorrow. And it looks great on Sunday. Alright. So yeah. I'll see you guys then. I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.